Oh,
He
oh,
just taking a poo.
no, that might be later.
From his ass it flew. Here to save some for you.
What's this song?
He just taking a poo, but stuck like glue. What would you do if it happened to you? All right, let's go live, boy. You ready? You pumped? You excited? You gonna do it? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I heard your little song on the air. I know we were on the air before you were saying we were on the air because I just seen it on the stream.
Huh?
You had your little tune on the song.
No, I just now hit live.
Acting like we weren't live. I know what you're doing.
I don't know. I think this has been misinformation. This
is no, I just seen it with my own eyes.
First, you said you heard it. Now you're saying you see. You can't see audio with your eyes. That's more misinformation, man.
No.
We have to get scientists on here for counterpoint because you're putting out this fringe, data.
It'll all be on modifies.
We're gonna put up like before show warnings.
Yeah. Jackie Jones.
Inch man, forget all that nonsense. We're live here on In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I'm the internet icon. I'm the pride of the Pilgrims. I'm the most honest man in all the podcasting lands. Handsome Jackie Jones. That's my right-hand man, my audio soulmate, the sleeping beauty of the Headyverse, the Power Goat.
1 inch biceps, the Power Goat. I'm the man who tells you what to do, the boss baby. Let's get nasty, the nasty boys. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, nasty boys. They're saying, get the gun, Incher.
Get the gun? Who am I
shooting? This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fight. This is for fun. He's telling you get some fun, I think. Whoa, you're drinking out of the red cup.
We want to smoke.
What, you got some vodka?
Nah, just some
Hennessy.
If I can show you without spilling it.
Looks like an empty cup.
I can't. It's in the bottom, so I'll probably pour it out if I.
Yeah, one for drop some there for Jimmy Jam.
No, I did that with water before. I can't do that with soda. It gets sticky.
I think the first time you got sticky talking to me. Boom.
Why'd I show up tonight?
You love it. Boom.
Oh, but anyways,
on the booze.
I'm trying to be a better wrestling fan. I didn't see anything last week.
What the fuck you doing, bitch?
I tried to watch Raw. I didn't even get it all the way through.
Well, I ain't watching that shit.
Well, I just thought I'd watch it because I'm going to have to try to start watching it. I got to help Steven out here with the Raw.
We're on the road to WrestleMania.
We are on the road to WrestleMania. Everybody's like, Cody's coming on WWE. Blah, 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 blah. Now, where do you stand on this? Do you think Cody's still coming, or do you think it's all a ruse?
I don't think WWE would hint at it if he wasn't. I think he would, but
he would, but The Miz did.
Hints are like so inside, like, so they dropped like they say like dashing, and then I heard that they said something I don't even know, like something about never die or never some. And I'm like, when the hell did Cody ever say he'd never die?
Matt Hardy had that for a while. Like Matt Hardy will never die.
It was like from some promo he did, like the first time AEW. It's like, who the fuck knows this shit? This stuff's so inside. It reminds me of on Nitro that time when they said something about a squeegee to sit and the crowd just didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Then he said it again because he thought they didn't hear him. Bischoff.
Yeah.
I don't know. This stuff's like, I think it's going to go over the heads of most people.
Yeah.
Then I'm worried if they don't get a reaction, do the people in WWE think, oh shit, no one gives a fuck about this guy?
Well, Barry, like we planned to do all along,
I like Cody. I don't like.
I like him. I just know how WWE works. They
Well,
don't
I'm just saying,
want to put anybody over that they don't want over.
I like him, but I don't think it's a necessarily a huge deal to the audience if Cody shows up.
Mm-hmm.
To the WWE audience. It's a huge deal in wrestling that one of the co-founders of the company left and went back to WWE. I think that's a bigger deal than Cody actually being on the show. I still don't think it makes any sense. I'm not saying he can do it. I just don't think it makes much. I also think it's pretty shitty.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense from building another company and actually causing like competition for WWE, and then you're like, well, I'm going to jump ship now and go to WWE after I left there for saying, all these.
Yeah, he said it was a prison and all this. Yeah, well, I don't think it's even smart in the long run because I mean he'd have I said this last week, but he'd be there forever until the rest of AEW. Even if he retired, he's starting the company, so he'd always have a job there. Plus, he's got the connections to the TV show to his TV shows.
Look at Ricky the Dragon. He was a big thing in WCW. He was in main events. Then he goes to WWE and he's carrying around a dragon.
Yeah, well, he was in he went back and forth. They always kind of treat him like kind of a goof in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, he had like one of the best WrestleMania matches, but like they still didn't care.
No, I mean it was people. It's kind of. I mean, even at the time, it was seen as like the best match. But it wasn't this. I mean, the IC belt was more important then than it was, like now and stuff. But it still was clearly way below Andre Hogan.
And they never really pushed him as like a big main event star. They always had him, carrying out a dragon or something.
Yeah, that stuff was really bad. When he had the Komodo dragon or he's breathing fire.
That's what I believe is going to happen to Cody Rhodes. He was a big deal in AEW. He comes to WWE, they're going to bury him.
I saw they're paying him like $3 million a year. So I think they're going to push him because they're going to want to, just because they're paying the guy so much. But the thing is, even guys they push, they don't hardly ever does it work out. I mean, in their mind, they might push him, but if they want there's only about 3 guys in the company that they really protect.
They want to bring him in just to cool him off. They want to make him just seem really lame.
But he was like not over at all in his last run in AEW. They hated him.
I know, but he was the topic of AEW. I mean, like,
he's been the face of the company, and he's one of the guys who started it. I mean,
I don't know why they started booing him. I don't think it was merited, but for whatever reason, fans started booing him, and that's how it is. I mean, there's nothing I can.
Once they started, though, I really think they should have went with that whole run, especially now that it had no payoff, was just weird.
Mm-hmm. I just cannot understand for the life of me why he wants to leave AEW. I still question whether it's true or not. It's like one of those things where it's like, let's see.
I'm pretty sure he's gone, but I really question if he'll be in WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, if he does, obviously, if he's on there, I believe it.
Vic in the chat room, he says Cody is staying in AEW. I'd bet money on it. The Vic's putting his money down. He's like, which one of you clowns out there want to take this bet? I'm with Vic. I'll use Vic's money for the bet. How's that?
That sounds good. Let's put all Vic's money down, and we'll make this bet with anybody. Exactly. And if we win, we'll split it between me, you, and Vic. And if we lose, Vic's gonna pay it.
Exactly. That sounds like a good bet. How's the chat room doing tonight?
They're just all talking about Geraldine and Patrick Howell.
She's not coming on the show like she used to. I mean, it happens.
She's been at work.
Happens all the time. I think Patrick Howell might be giving her the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
She's at work lately, but
Yeah, but I mean, people's got excuses.
No, I mean I talk to her regularly, but
Would you say? I don't know. I'm making stuff up.
I don't think she minds that stuff.
I should probably just stay out of it, but.
So you didn't see Dynamite either?
I didn't see it. My wrestling schedule's all screwed up. I apologize. I wish I seen it. But what happened on Dynamite?
Oh, I'm just gonna go over. Well, I filled up the results. I should take notes and stuff. They had the Battle Royal. That was pretty good. It was a tag team Battle Royal. So you had 2.0, the Dark Order, Private Party, the Gun Club, the Best Friends, the Young Bucks, the Butcher and the Blade, Santana and Ortiz, FTR, and the Red Dragon.
The Butcher's back. He's been
I thought he was hurt or something, so I didn't know he was back. That's too bad. He gets hurt a lot because anytime they start to get over it, and plus putting him with Matt Hardy.
I'm saying it's all those like knee exercises things like he does where he drops to his knee.
Probably. I mean, he's a big dude to do that stuff. He's a big guy to
hurting him. Yeah.
Red Dragon won. That was good. I like Red Dragon. So there'll be another Battle Royal tomorrow, and then the winner of that will face Red Dragon and the tag Jurassic Express for the tag titles on the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is pretty stacked.
When is the pay-per-view? Is it coming up?
Sunday.
It's
usually Saturdays, but I think it's Sunday this week. Oh, you missed it. The big thing was the MJF promo. This was like off the charts. This is one of the best promos I've ever seen in wrestling.
Who is he cutting it on? Who's he feuding with?
It was him and Punk, and he went out there and he just told this real story. And apparently it's real because you can even look at old Facebook posts of his back when he actually said this stuff. And he talked about he had a learning disability. He was in school and he was on the football team, and the football team, they all called him Jew Boy, and they would throw quarters at him and tell him to pick up the money, Jew Boy. And the only thing that kept him going was his love of professional wrestling. And and it was all stemmed from CM Punk. So he wanted to be like CM Punk, and he pursued his love of he quit college, he quit college, I think, to pursue wrestling. And then when Punk quit, he's like he was like he quit on him, and he quit. He quit wrestling, and eventually went back to it. But it was really good. He was like he cried like legit, and Punk came out and he's like, "Is this true?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's true." And he walked away. And it was like this really, it was really, it brings a lot, sympathy for him. And it was really cool. It kind of, it's almost like if you watch a movie and they have the backstory to the villain, which kind of explains why they're the villain,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, I don't know where this is all going to go from here, but it was, I don't want to say universally, but anybody that I know, even the wrestling crowd, like Cornette and stuff, thought this was great. This was good stuff.
Even Cornette, because he's always a hard sell on this one.
Yeah,
he always hates.
Although he does normally like Punk stuff. So this was really good.
I definitely have to go back and watch.
Yeah, you should see that. That's definitely one of the best promos I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just everything got thrown off for me. I ended up watching Supermarket Shop Down or whatever the hell that show is.
Next time you're in the line and think of the fun you can have on Supermarket Sweep.
That's it. That's what I was watching. Yeah. Not by choice, but that's what I was watching. So
pretty awesome.
I could have watched it on my own time though. But, oh well.
Murphy debuted. I've never been a fan of this guy, but I will say the crowd, he looked to me. I don't think he'd be passing any wellness policy, but he looked in amazing shape, and he joined the House of Black, and they beat up Pac and El Zero Miedo. He did did he do this somewhere else where he does the evil Penta Oscuro?
He did a Pentagon Dark. He had to change
so
his
it's kind of
name,
like that. Yeah.
in a Lucha Underground, because I think it was mainly because that the a AAA or whoever he was working for, CMLL, I think he's AAA guy. I think they didn't want him using the same name, so kind of like
did that.
AEW, where he's
He
put
did,
to El Zero or
he
El
did that
Zero.
though. They called it something else, and like he came out from a tombstone and stuff. So he was like the evil pen. It was pretty cool. Oh, another great promo was Jericho and Eddie Kingston. This was great.
Jeez, there's a lot of good promos on the show. Right?
Yeah, really good promos leading to the pay-per-view. Jericho's gotten himself in a lot better shape, looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Then now people are like, oh, he's got ab implants. I think he just got himself in better shape. But
yeah, I'd say he got him. I mean, he's been in shape before. I mean,
yeah, if you're in good shape for years, it takes, you have the muscle memory. So probably just stop drinking the booze. It'll probably do it for him.
That would help.
But yeah, this was great promos. Jericho saying, Eddie Kingston just, fears, he can't make it big. He can't win the big one and stuff. So it was a really good promo. And Eddie Kingston's like, I want the Jericho not the Jericho that lost the mimosa match and did all this, bullshit. I want the Jericho who bled buckets in this place. And it was in WCW. It was really good promo. Really good. That's at the pay-per-view. That should be good. Jericho.
Yeah. So he's taking on Eddie Kingston. Is there any stipulation for?
I don't think so. It's just basically a match.
Just who wants to win.
Let's see. Absolute Ricky Starks beat 10 to get into the thing. The 10s thing, they gotta. The guy looks impressive, but you can't take a guy if he's just a job dude or like a guy, it's fine, but you can't like sort of push this guy as anything and he's named 10.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to have a new leader of the Dark Order, I think it's time just to let it go.
See, I thought Aleister Black would have been a good spot to put him in, but I guess he wants to do his own thing. So
yeah, I would just go with that and then just get rid of the Dark Order.
Kind of just merge them together, or
maybe you could take a couple guys, but overall, I would just have the House of Black as their evil thing, because the Dark Order now is really of a comedy stable. It's not really like dark or anything.
Is that the Colt Cabana influence or the Johnny Hungry?
I think it's more Johnny Hungry. I think Colt Cabana is really a big bust, I think, in AEW. And that's not even, I don't think it's even his fault. I think they put him in that group.
The Dark Order wasn't necessarily the best fit for him. I know at the time I thought like, oh, maybe he could be like a more serious Cold or something, but no, it's not working.
It seemed like it was going somewhere, but it never went really anywhere. It just went that he joined them, but he still basically stayed Colt Cabana, and they would tease every once in a while.
Yeah.
Was he with them? But
he needed a character change.
Yeah. If you never saw him before, I think you just think this is just some, bum. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
And he's not necessarily my favorite guy, but he has a big following. And when he does his style match, people are into it. I don't think it's a good use of him. Jade Cargill versus the Bunny. I honestly I don't want this.
I know she was like saying it's going to be a big hardcore match. Did they do crazy stuff, or was
I don't even remember it, to be honest. I don't think I really watched it, because I think Jade Cargill, I think, will be a big star, but I think they're doing her a disservice having her on TV wrestling long matches. Sometimes she's just embarrassing, and the Bunny just sucks.
Was she one of Cody's students, or?
I thought the Bunny just started training to wrestle and just thought she's bad. But then no,
she's been wrestling a long time.
Butler loves her, Stephen Butler, and he said she's been wrestling like 14 years, which that to me, that just means she's hopeless. She's, if you've been wrestling for forever and you just completely suck, like you're never going to be anything. She's not good. She's fine as a manager, a valet, but she's not good at all as a wrestler.
Yeah, she was on the independent scene for a long time, and then I seen her in Impact, and then I guess she was Cherry Bomb on the independent scenes. I guess
the Bomb, I'll say that. It sucks. And Jade Cargill looks good.
Mhm.
I also like she had green hair this week. I thought it looked a lot better than the white hair. I mean, she looks great. She's definitely looks like a big star. And there's times, I mean, for her level of experience, she's good. But no one with like 20 matches is going to be very good.
Yeah.
Especially in anything over 2 minutes.
I know when she won the belt, that her finish
was terrible.
Pretty rough.
That was one of the worst matches they've had on pay-per-view.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily blame her. It's just they need to get.
They shouldn't have put her in that position. I mean, she's not ready to have like a 10-minute match, a competitive 10-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
American Dragon Daniel. Oh, this was the main event. Daniel Garcia versus American Dragon Bryan Danielson. I love watching Bryan Danielson wrestle. It's great.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's always great watching Bryan Danielson wrestle. I'm glad they picked him up in AEW. I think it's just hard because they've got so many people that they can, it seems like they could be utilizing Bryan Danielson a lot more than what they have. But, I mean, they've used him good, but there's so many people in AEW. Galgo 13, he brings up a topic here in the chat room. I wonder if Colt and Punk interact in AEW behind the scenes, or are they still butthurt from suing each other?
I don't know if you could really call butthurt if you've actually seen
butthurt from suing each other. I don't know. Do you think they're friends now, or do you think they just?
I think that from what I heard, they get along okay now.
I seen him ride. Somebody Punk riding in a car. I didn't see no Colt Cabana in the car. It was CM Punk. I think Murphy was in there, or no, it wasn't Murphy. It was, I don't know. I seen a picture, but I know Colt wasn't in there. I did, because I do wonder that myself. Are they getting along? But
from my understand, I think Punk he seems a much different guy.
Jack,
I think I read somewhere that there's no. I don't think they're hanging out or anything, but I don't think there's any.
So they go, oh, hi, how you doing, buddy? Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't think. I mean, if he wanted to, he could probably get the. If he was going to make a big deal, I'm sure they would just get rid of Colt.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool if they did something on air. They're both from Chicago.
How bad would Colt?
If they were in Chicago and did a tag match, that would really get over with the crowd.
Mm-hmm. How bad would he hate CM Punk if CM Punk just got him ousted from AEW?
Yeah, I mean, that would be a shit thing to do.
I mean, he gotta, I mean, he gave him the most successful podcast at the time from having him on the show.
Oh yeah.
But if if he got fired,
that was shit though.
But he dragged him into the whole guy getting sued and all that. I mean, that was pretty rough business there.
Yeah, that wasn't right anyway. You shouldn't be able to get sued for what someone else said on your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Vince Rudo says Intra loved it when Bunny had to go to the dark dimension and fight demons to save Mia Yin's soul on Impact.
I do remember that. Was I very positive of that at the time? I can't. I mean, I remember talking about it, but I don't know if I was like saying it was the best thing ever. But
I can't remember.
I think I was just trying to tell you about it just so you could react to it. Like, what the hell is even going on here? Galgo 13, he has a statement. He says Bunny is okay in the ring, Jack.
No, she sucks.
He is not bad in the ring like Velvet Sky or Big Swole. Would you put her on the?
Well, I think Velvet Sky is much better than Big Swole. I mean, I wouldn't say Velvet Sky is great, but I would say she's better than Big Swole. I honestly thought was probably the worst wrestler in the whole company. So she's better than her, but I don't think she's as Velvet Sky. I don't really even think she's as good as Velvet Sky, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't remember thinking Velvet Sky was that great. I mean, but I don't remember just thinking she was the shits or anything either. Bunny's really bad.
I mean, like she never did anything that like you would think, oh my God, she nearly paralyzed that person or anything, but like she wasn't great. No.
No. I do agree with Gogo. I could see Colt being gone when his contract's up, but I don't think it's because of Punk. I just think because he's just a bust. And I don't really think it's his fault. I don't think they've utilized him well. I don't know even if you could anymore. I don't know, but I don't think he's really been. He's a guy I don't think's really been used well. I don't know. Like I said, he's kind of past his prime. I mean, he's not like a has been or anything, but it's not like if they would have got him about 12 years ago or so. Like he was really like he was one of the top indie guys. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Was that Mighty Lexar's statement?
No, it's Gogo. Lexar, Cesaro, and Eddie Kingston have a beef, but he's just getting worked by he's just a market work because Eddie tweeted that Cesaro doesn't have the balls to come to AEW.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure they love each other.
About everybody he likes.
I mean, they were on the independent scene with each other for years. I mean,
he was saying the same, I think, about
buddy.
Kevin Owens or Sami, one of those guys.
Well, they stayed in WWE.
I know,
so
but I'm just saying,
maybe he was right about this.
Yeah, it could be, but I'm just saying I don't know for sure, but I'd bet money there's no beef. It's just him saying stuff.
I'm a huge fan of Cesaro. I'm glad he's leaving WWE. But man, AEW's got a lot of people.
I personally think that's when you should definitely get.
I know you have to take him, but it's like, damn, it's like they got so many people that they need to be.
I think that's a guy you could actually make one of your main guys. So. He's a perfect fit for AEW.
I mean, they just got Keith Lee. They just brought in Murphy. I mean,
I wouldn't have brought in Murphy. Nothing. He's fine, but to me, he's just another guy there.
It's not like you had to have Murphy.
No,
I mean, but
Cesaro
Keith Lee was definitely you had to bring Keith Lee in.
Yeah, and you saw he got a superstar.
Mm-hmm. Cesaro, you have to bring in, but it's just like. You got Bryan Danielson, and I mean, he really needs to be in.
He is on him
the mix.
Though. Yeah.
I mean, I think they could be doing more with him, but I don't know.
They're doing quite a bit with him. I mean, he just went for the title multiple times, and now he's going to doing a thing with Moxley.
You got Punk, and you definitely have to have him in the mix. You got. MJF coming up. You got to have him in the mix, but it's just like they got so many people. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys like I like Jay Lethal, but I mean, honestly, would I don't like to say this because I like the guy. I think he's very talented, but would I use him over like all those guys you said? No.
I'm big on Jay Lethal. I mean, I loved him in Ring of Honor and his Ring of Honor title reign. I thought that was pretty awesome, but like, I understand what you're saying though. It's like, geez.
Yeah, and
all these people that guys, you need to get to.
You got Adam Cole,
And they brought him out to that terrible music. What the hell? I don't think AEW wants Black Machismo Jay Lethal. I mean, I know he does it on the independent scenes and he's trying, and it gets a big pop with certain crowds.
Yeah.
I don't think AEW crowd needs that. I think they want Jay Lethal from Ring of Honor. I think that's what they're looking for. They don't want TNA Black Machismo. My feelings personally.
AEW extended Bryan. Yeah, that one I wouldn't have. Besides being jacked, I personally see nothing in Brian Cage.
I thought Brian Cage was gone.
Yeah, and he seems like just kind of a headache. Like he's bitching, and his wife was bitching. Like, why? If he really didn't like it there, why didn't he just leave? Because they wouldn't have like forced him to stay.
Yeah, I thought he was gone. Honestly, I thought he was going to go somewhere else, but I guess not. Okay, I didn't know that. Tomorrow's supposed to be a big announcement from Tony Khan. He bought the hot dog brand, I bet. Khan hot dog brand.
I am leaning towards the Ring of Honor thing. I know
that's what I was thinking before.
He couldn't run both companies, but I don't think he has to be like totally like, okay, so if he owned both companies, if he's got not only a lot of wrestlers, he's got plenty of wrestlers to have two actual different rosters. So you could actually do the Raw SmackDown kind of deal, but actually keep them separate companies, and then you could do interpromotional stuff, which I think would be cool.
I mean, the footage alone for him, for all the guys that he has right now.
If you do a streaming,
been a Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah, because if you do like a history of Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, like you can't use the WWE or NXT stuff, but you could use all the ROH stuff. And if you do a streaming service, AEW hasn't been around long enough to really fill. You'd have a few years of stuff, but you need more than that if you'd have a streaming service. So you could show all the ROH stuff, and then if you had ROH doing new shows. And I've heard people say there's no way he'd have time to run both shows, but I don't think he'd have to. Because not only does he have all these wrestlers, he's a lot of behind the scenes guys. You could have some of them actually run Ring of Honor if they had it as a separate company, as opposed to him actually sitting there writing, or however he does both shows.
Well, this kind of works in with Golgo's statement here. He says, I would rather see Jay Lethal in AEW than WWE. WWE's the shits for the most parts. I think Lethal will get pushed in AEW, but you can't push everyone at once. But I mean, if they did have the backlog of ROH footage, I mean, that could be like a history show that
you could have him the champ in ROH.
Yeah, you could show him, or you could have him with the ROH.
And then have him have a year run or something, and then you do a pay-per-view, Jay Lethal versus whoever, for champ versus champ, or I don't know. There's lots of things you could, if you actually ran both companies and then you did actually interpromotional stuff and not just a half-ass thing, and where everyone knows they're just the same thing and they don't even pretend really. Just every once in a while they decide, we're gonna fight each other. But if you actually had two different companies, they have more than enough roster to do two companies.
Ring of Honor still has that respect that they had before. They're just not on the level that they were before, the Young Bucks and all of them took off. But I mean, they still have a good name, and for AEW to acquire them, I think that would be a huge thing. I don't think the St. Clair broadcast station is going to be doing a whole lot with them. Maybe they'll keep them on, but from my understanding, they own them right now, and that's why they keep them on. So I'm not sure if they would still be on if.
Right. Yeah, I don't know all the deals, but that might be why because he originally said he signed a what do they call do not talk, whatever, where you can't talk about, like you in movie
disclosure.
So maybe you can talk. I don't know. We'll find out. But I know some people say he shouldn't always make I like the big announcements. I don't know. I like to get excited about watching the show.
I'm definitely going to be trying to watch it, live or maybe on an hour delay or something.
For me, they've always been pretty big, except for like Christian. I mean, Christian I didn't care about it, but I'm still with something. But for the most part, I always think the announcements are big.
Mm-hmm. The conspiracy theory from Vince Rudo here. He's got a conspiracy theory is that they picked up Cage extension for another year because they didn't want him and Cody showing up on WWE television.
I mean, it's possible, but I think if you saw Cage show up in WWE, he wouldn't look like the same Brian Cage.
They want to know. I don't think the fans would know Brian Cage, and WWE fans would really. There would be some that are.
No, he's not
somewhere else, but the most of the WWE fans wouldn't know who he is. I don't think. And like you say, they have the wellness policy.
I don't think they've been interested in him in the past because I think he tried to go. I know he was under developmental years ago.
He's too short, probably. I mean, he's ripped to the gills, but I bet they're of the opinion, well, we want tall, big men. We don't.
And I don't know if he can look like that naturally. Is the thing, under the wellness policy. I don't, allegedly.
He's probably taking that good protein, Jack. He's probably on that good protein.
I had my protein shake.
He's on the really good protein, Jack.
And I snapped into a Slim Jim while I was waiting for you. That's got protein in it.
I got a Slim Jim for you.
Yeah, that's a really slim one.
Oh, shut up. Anyways,
I think that Slim Jim needs some protein.
Go 13 on the ROH show this weekend. They placed Punk in their Hall of Fame. I did not see any of Punk in ROH, so it was cool seeing clips.
That's really
ROH matches.
That's where he really started to get the big buzz.
Yeah, I remember hearing about him in Ring of Honor, and then I started watching some of the stuff, and it was really good stuff. I mean, he definitely kind of made Ring of Honor. Like, I remember when they first started, a lot of fans were like, "Nah, kind of ho hum on Ring of Honor," because they, it was like a home video like production, and they're just like,
yeah, you had to get the VHS tapes. I think it was even pre-DVD. Eventually DVD. But
then they start going into DVD stuff. I think the thing that really sold Ring of Honor for me was listening to Dave Meltzer talk about a lot of the stuff like Samoa Joe and definitely CM Punk. He had such a huge name there, and I liked watching Nigel McGuinness's stuff. And Daniel Bryan.
Too bad for him.
Bryan Danielson, whatever.
He got sick because if he kept himself in all right, physical shape, he could have. That's why I would like to see Joe come up. I honestly, another guy I would like to see, because the one guy really from all those guys that never had the run anywhere is Chris Hero.
Is he not with WWE anymore?
Oh, he hasn't been there in years.
Oh, but he was doing. I mean, we barely saw him as it was, and he was called Cassius Ohno. I remember that.
Yeah, he was a long time ago.
So he's just not doing anything.
I don't know what he does. He must be on the Indies. I don't know.
Is he on the MLW or anything?
I don't think so. We'd have to ask Robbie Scar.
I mean, I never was a huge Chris Hero fan. I remember when he was. I love Claudio, or Cesaro as they call him now. And I thought whenever I would see Kings of Wrestling, I would think, okay, Cesaro, yeah, but I don't know about Chris Hero. I've never been a big Chris Hero fan. And I remember when he put out that statement, he was like, "Don't ever ask me to do interviews." I was like, "Fuck, who wants an interview with you, buddy?" I mean, really.
That was during the In Your Head days. I mean, early In Your Head days.
I just remember he put out this big statement like, "Nobody asked me for an interview," and it's like, okay, fine, that's cool. I never thought he was very good anyways. He seemed like a poor man CM Punk. A very poor man CM Punk to me.
So let everyone know this is continuing. If you super chat $25 or more, or if you donate to the website via PayPal, you can get yourself your very own 8-bit. Here is Andre Vanderpoodle. Used to be on Without Your Head.
Andre's our buddy, yeah.
Everyone's chanting Andre.
Hell yeah.
Thank Andre for that. We have another one too from last week. Let me find it. And then I've got some big stuff here, which if you're a member of the group, you already know, but if not, I'll show you here in a minute.
Okay. Can't wait to see what it could be, Jackie Jones.
So here is also
oh my goodness, Todd
Jager.
If he had like a mohawk, I would say that was Tazo, but that. What's his man's name again?
Todd Jager.
Okay, he's
good
naked.
Man. Yeah, well, there is a uncensored where he's not behind the ropes. If anyone would like to see it, you can message me.
Is he taking Midian's?
Could be.
I don't know. Maybe you might want to watch a stick there,
It helped out the website. So this week I launched Wrestleman. And Wrestleman is the 8-bit merchandise line. You got classic retro gaming stuff that Inchman's into. So we've got 3 shirts. But let's look at this one, Incher. Look at this, Inchman. You can now own your very own Power Goat. Boom.
The Power Goat T-shirt. I've got mine ordered. I think everybody else needs to get theirs.
Hell yeah. You got the
OIB.
crowd here. They're chanting OIB. A
Is that
keen eye will
Steven?
see this is Stephen Butler here chanting.
Oh, wow. Look at Steven in the background.
Steven Simmons is here. Raider Dre is here.
I don't
And
know
over
if
here
Simmons
is
wants to
AJ
be
Zyler.
there.
You can't see those guys too good. I couldn't make too many people visible, but
Excellent.
boom.
Oh, excellent. The Power Goat T-shirt.
That's
Everybody
right.
needs to pick that one up.
If
I've
people
got
did,
one on order. I'll have
and-
it on the show here in a few weeks.
people not Inch included thought the green was because he's Irish, and so did your boy Al Oop thought that, but it's actually Marshall College green.
That's the college in my town, so I appreciate that. That was a good touch.
And then you got the WV on the tights.
Yes, the WV initials.
No, WV for West Virginia.
Exactly. Thank you, sir.
I actually was, when I was making it, I was actually going for Rick Steiner, but now I look at it, it's kind of like Kurt Angle.
A lot of people confuse me with Kurt Angle.
And Rick Steiner.
And Rick Steiner.
Yeah.
I'm the dog face gremlin.
And then I don't even know if you're aware of this, but the man gave me the okay earlier today, and now it is official. We also have the first in your head Wrestleman Mario Mancini official shirt.
Bam. Mario. Excellent.
And
I like
you can
it.
get those as stickers and all kinds of stuff. So however you want. We already sold a bunch of stickers, actually.
Excellent.
That's very fun. All right. Now I have to get up at 6 a.m.
So we can't be doing this all night, is that what you're
Right.
saying?
So do you want to take the calls now, the Zoomers? You didn't watch wrestling anyway.
Yeah, I didn't watch wrestling, so we can get to some of the Zoomers.
All right.
The Boomer Zoomers.
Zoom in, talk
Zoom
the
in.
wrestling. We're also going to get to the questions. But as I promised last week, this is no bullshit edition of In Your Head. So any bullshit questions, we're just going to skip.
No bullshit edition.
I even put it on Facebook and still bullshit after bullshit. So hit the bricks, bullshitter.
Glago 13. I love reading Glago 13 statements. I heard Meltzer say Sinclair has lost a lot of money, so maybe Tony Khan did buy ROH. I would rather see Tony buy ROH and keep it going than ROH just dying. Same thing applies to Impact. He's wanting to keep Impact going as well.
Man, he loves himself some Impact.
Stephen Butler.
Boodles.
You got to take yourself off mute so everybody can hear you. Got to take yourself off mute. Everybody can hear you. There he is. There he is. 1 Inch Breaker. Could I be Braun Breaker's brother?
Could be.
I don't know. I haven't seen the man.
Do you like to break
He's
stuff?
I don't necessarily like to break stuff, but I broke a Rob, a Nintendo Rob, the robot by accident. But technically, there's a story behind that. Maybe I should shoot the whole story for my channel and tell everybody about it on my YouTube channel, 1 Inch Biceps. And because there is a backstory to that whole thing. But anyhow, I do plan on doing a new microwave versus oven with a run-in from another kitchen appliance. So
The blender?
that'll be out. You're just gonna have to wait, buddy. You're just gonna have to wait for the run-in.
Man.
But I plan on doing that very soon. So Stephen Butler.
Even Simmons says the Marshall Thundering Turds.
Stephen,
Yes.
Not this Steven, but that Steven.
We have a lot of Stevens, don't we?
Yeah.
We should be like WWE and make people change their names so there's not more than one Steven.
Mm-hmm. Or just we own their first name.
Right.
Can we own your name, Steven Butler?
No, I own my own name.
Blackball this guy. No, I'm just kidding. We don't want to own your name.
And now it's Constance Butler. That's his new name.
So we can own that. Constance.
Very
Where'd you
NXT
get that one
name.
from?
I was trying to think of a good NXT name.
I watched NXT tonight, by the way, because you're on so late. Great tag team match to start off the show. You know,
excellent.
Did you like that? The Power Goat shirt, Lexar?
Yep.
Maybe we'll get a Lexar shirt up there.
I'm making my purchase as I speak.
Oh, very good. Very, 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 very nice. So, Steven, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. We'll make the rounds like Intra likes to do. What is on your mind in the wrestling? You said it was a good tag match on the NXT. Is it still 2.0 or is it something new now?
Oh, it's still 2.0. It was the guy who likes to break stuff, Braun Breaker, and Tommaso Ciampa taking on the Dirty Dogs, who were visiting NXT. Ciampa beat Ziggler, and yet Ziggler's the one who's challenging Breaker for the title, and yet he loses clean to Ciampa. Oh well, but entertaining match to start off NXT. So
I seen Ciampa on Raw, but we'll get to that later. But I was stunned to see him on Raw.
Yeah.
He
dyed the beard because you can't have gray hair if you're working for Vinnie Mac.
Can't be looking old if you're working for.
Speaking of Vinnie, I don't know if you saw this, Cincher. Apparently, Vince is going to return to the ring for WrestleMania. Vince
is going to get to that.
Oh no!
He's going to.
Oh, come on!
Who's he going to be facing?
Pat McAfee.
Ugh.
The match of this is like you people have thought like dream matches when we finally got The Rock and Hogan, Warrior and Hogan. Everyone wanted Sting, Undertaker. We never got it. We never got Hogan Austin, but we're getting another dream match. Tom McAfee versus Vince McMahon.
Not Tom.
Guess you own that name.
Who is he? Whatever.
What?
Pat.
Not Tom. Pat.
Tim McAfee or Pat McAfee versus Vince McMahon. I think there should be the kickstart to the one more run for Vince. I think they should put the belt on.
Yeah.
He should end the head of the table run, Vince McMahon.
What is he, like 95 years old? What's he going to be doing in the ring? He's like all crippled and just broken down, and it looks like his brain's just ate up. He's going to give
the Stanford Destroyer. It'll be like the Canadian Crippler. The flipping pile driver, Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, this is going to be awful.
Awesome.
It's not like he was very good in the ring when he was like in his prime.
Remember that when he was in the Rumble and he just like tore all his muscles in both his legs?
Yeah. And then he just sat there and he was still angry. He was like,
he was like in his 50s then, I think. Now he's, he'll be even better now 20 years later.
Jeez.
Well, this will be a spectacle. There'll be something to see. When they announced this, was this on SmackDown last week?
I don't think it's officially been announced, but there's
yeah. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical that
it sounds stupendous. Stupendous.
We got Mike B on the line. Does the B sound for Breaker? Does he like to break stuff too?
He might.
Only when it's absolutely necessary.
Got the Cobra Khan there behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I wasn't going to stay on real long, but I wanted to just tell you guys something real quick. And I've mentioned this Jack, to you, and Incher privately, but the last year or so, I've just not been in a great place, and not where I want to be, and dealing with some things, and things are starting to get a lot better. And I just wanted to let you guys know, not just you guys, but the rest of the folks who call into the show and participate regularly, that this podcast is just, it's really helped to get me through some challenging times. I saw Goosey in the chat room last week say something like Tuesday nights, one of the best nights of the week, or the best nights of the week, and looking forward to it. And I found myself, particularly the last few months, absolutely looking forward to this show. I queue it up during my work day. There are some episodes where I've listened to again and again, like the argument you guys had about like gas station pizza and stuff like that. It's just something you guys have done really well for a long time. And, whether it's, Lexar, Steven, you guys you make it special. And I just wanted to log in for a minute and tell you how much I've appreciated that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
thank you very much.
Great.
I appreciate hearing that. It means a lot, honestly. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mike Bessler's a good man. Mike Bessler for Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
Always a great time with the Island of Misfit Toys, known as In Your Head Wrestling Radio.
Get the old school In Your Head shirt. I'm going to get some new In Your Head merch up on I launched a new Redbubble site store. I actually put up a TeePublic one originally, and then TeePublic said I was ripping off In Your Head. I'm trying to get that settled, because that doesn't make any sense to me. But they closed it down and said that the rights holder In Your Head. I was like, I don't know, but
holder In Your Head. How does that make any sense? I mean, the only ripping off of yourself you do.
I don't know. I'm trying to get it sorted out, but if not, we'll stick with Redbubble.
Well, it's good that at least you're trying to prevent that, but
that's true.
It's bad that they're preventing the person who owns it. It's like,
yeah.
Just gotta come up with a new slogan and call it "Use the old without your head" and say "Spread the."
Yeah, I got "Without Your Head" up there. It's fine. They're not saying I'm ripping myself off on that one. All right. Well, Mike, if you don't want to stick around, that's totally cool, but we appreciate you calling.
Definitely.
Thanks so much, guys. I might sign off. I've got some writing to do, but I'm going to stay tuned.
All right. I'm looking forward to some future PWIs.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. Me too.
All right. Very cool.
Excellent.
We'll see you guys.
Yep. Who was next on the line, Incher? Was that Lexar?
I believe Lexar was.
Lexi.
I think Goosey was close, but I think
they were.
By the way, Goosey, this has been the Land of Misfit Toys since 2005. So,
yeah, I was around back then.
Anyways, WWE is now partnering up with A&E Network once again. The home of they used to have Live PD, the home of Court Cam, and The Secrets of Playboy, and tons of other shows. They're now having an extended partnership with WWE, having this Rivals new show coming up, and also the return of Lost Treasures.
Excellent. I enjoyed that show.
Like 1,000 hours of footage is coming.
Excellent. So the Rivals.
I think they said it was like 35 new biographies.
Damn. That's a lot.
It was like a really lot of. It was either 25 or 30. It seemed like an awfully lot of episodes. But I mean, there's endless legends you could do them about. But I was surprised they would make that many at one time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I definitely glad that they bringing back the Lost Treasure show. I wonder who they'll have hosting it now that they fired the one guy. But
it's true.
I'll be down with that. I'll be watching it. Well, that was good news, Lexar.
I have the Macho Man hat from WrestleMania 10. I should wear it on the show some night.
Are they gonna come and get your hat? They probably make you an offer.
How much they willing to pay
They're
up?
probably
How much
going to
do you think they
force
would
you
go
to
for?
sell it. They'll probably force you to sell it, like they did.
How much do you
for
think they would
Charles
offer?
Robinson.
Macho Man had for the actual one he wore at WrestleMania 10. The black and silver checkered, cowboy hat.
Was he wrestling at that time, or was he doing
No, he
commentary?
wrestled.
Who did he wrestle that night?
Who did he wrestle? I think it was WrestleMania 10.
Wasn't that the Toga one?
I thought that was at 8. WrestleMania 8. Wasn't that one at Caesars?
It might have been. I don't know.
No, it was 9.
Yeah, I thought it was 9.
Oh, we were around that. Okay.
Okay, so
I think
10
it's the
would be-
one with the ladder match.
If it's WrestleMania 10, I think he wrestled Crush in a no disqualification match.
Oh yeah, like a Falls Count Anywhere match. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
the one.
How could we forget when he wrestled Crush?
Yeah, he basically tied Crush upside down and just left him there. And the referee counted to 10, and that was it.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I have the hat upstairs. I don't really have time to go get it, but here is that. This is him wearing it. I have that hat. I don't have the suit.
Jackie Jones lost treasures when they force him to sell it. They're like, "We'll take your house and everything if you don't give us this damn hat. Give it to us."
How much you think I would sell that for if they'd offer?
I don't know. Let's see, 10 grand.
I think that would be good. 10 grand, yeah. I think
I didn't think the first offer would get you. Well, you agreed to that pretty fast. 5 grand.
No, I think 10 grand's good. 10 grand. That was actually what I was thinking. 10 grand.
I hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't, honestly, you wouldn't have got any less.
I don't know. Well, if they offer it, I'd probably be like, well, if they're offering 10, they probably will sell for 20. So I'll say I'll sell for 30. And then I've watched Pawn Stars.
Mm-hmm. That's how all real negotiations happens. Is how you see it on Pawn Stars.
Those shows are very genuine.
Yeah, go in and try to lowball somebody like they do on Pawn Stars and see what happens. You're going to get the door shoved right in your face.
And I'm sure when you walk in, it's all the main guy, the guy who owns the place. He's just in there all the time.
Yep.
His son and their goofy friend. They're in there all the time. It's not any other employees. It's all just those guys.
Mm-hmm. Lexar, do you have anything else?
Oh yeah, Cain Velasquez got arrested.
Oh, he did?
Former WWE superstar for just only short time, UFC champion.
What did he get arrested?
Killed somebody, didn't
he killed somebody.
Or tried to.
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad stuff.
I mean, he beat up Brock Lesnar. Who is he trying to kill? Jeez. I mean, he's a bad man if he beat up Brock Lesnar. That scar on his face is from Cain Velasquez.
There's the hat. It's not the best picture. It's an old picture. The hat. I also have Macho Man sunglasses that he wore at a different time. That's a Macho Man bow tie he wore. And this didn't fit me at the time. That might fit me now. The suit, the jacket.
Oh, wow.
Try it on next week.
Hell yeah. Stick that in your crawl, Conrad Thompson. You're not the only one who has wrestling merchandise. Jackie Jones has some Macho Man gear.
Hell yeah.
The WWE will come knocking on his door.
And then look at this, Lexar. Get ready to get excited. Here's my Macho Man belt buckle. He didn't know me, but boom. Interest had that view a few times.
No.
I meant just showing you the buckle. It's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool. It's actually one of the. It's a seat belt made into a belt.
It's pretty awesome.
I also have a Freddy Krueger, not Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees one.
Jason Voorhees. Freddy Krueger. How does he do that dance? I forget. Anyways, I'll be back.
The hell you doing? You got to go poop again?
Not
Hey.
again.
Intra's a pooping machine tonight. Goosey, what was on
Diarrhea.
loose? What was on your mind?
Speaking of buttholes, if you're single and ready to mingle, there's a former professional wrestler on the market.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
One Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
yeah.
Awesome. What do you guys think?
I didn't even know he had married his girlfriend. They
I
were
didn't-
married for a long time.
Yeah.
Apparently, she gets a car and
Yeah.
amount of money, and he's got a new girlfriend already, which divorced.
Well,
at
girlfriends
70.
always look exactly the same. His wife and his and they all look like his wife and his daughter.
Well, if this one starts looking like if this one looks like his son, it's the holy trifecta here.
I remember seeing a picture of Linda and her boyfriend looked like their son, and I think even went to school with them.
It's just like a family of
Really
itself.
weird. That's weird. You think Linda would come on the show? Nah, fuck Linda.
Should try and get the bunny on the show.
They're
Still
both
owned by Linda Hogan.
both Hogan and Flair are single now.
Fucking toast Hogan. Let's go.
Oh, Hogan has a
blasphemy,
new
guys.
relationship.
Oh
though.
God.
Would that be a good reality show? Hogan and Flair, like going to clubs and picking up women.
Yes.
They're the next contestants on The Bachelor.
That would be good.
Um,
If you won if you won though and married Flair, when you does he really have any money?
I've always wanted to ride Space Mountain.
Oldest ride, longest line. Lexar, would you ride Space Mountain?
All right, her daughter's Space Mountain.
Whoa, splash.
Oh.
Well,
Which one, Charlotte or the other one?
I don't know
David.
the other one. Maybe, maybe
The other one's getting drilled by Conrad Thompson. So
That's
Hey,
not
Charlotte's
a
a nice
three-way you want to
girl.
be involved in.
don't say anything bad about her.
Golgo says Brian Knobs called Nick Nasty Nick. I'm wearing my I've got knobs and sags on my shirt today. All right, Songman.
Well, in more news, unfortunately, my hero Scott Hall got hospitalized. Did not
no,
attend
I didn't
WrestleMania
know this.
weekend. He was just put up.
That's too bad. What happened?
I didn't read the whole report. Actually, I was taking a break for the rest of a couple of hours, but I just saw someone tag me in it. He just got
Let me
hospitalized.
look this up.
Yeah, he was supposed to attend WrestleMania week in Dallas, and then he wasn't able to do it. I didn't hear what the update was. I think he collapsed, I think.
Scott Hall reportedly hospitalized. Suffered a fall and broke his hip. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what it was, yeah.
ouch.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, I believe it was Jeff Jarrett, wrote this. Just got off the phone with my friend Scott Hall. He fell and broke his hip. He's in the hospital. Prayers will help him recover. Oh, Jerry Jarrett. Huh. That's a shame. Hope he gets better. I mean, it's a shame anyway, but it's also, hard for someone's recovering because it's going to be hard for them to take painkillers and stuff.
Right.
That's too bad. We'll hope speedy recovery, but Broken hip. Yeah, what the hell's going on here? Got this breaking news picture. Lexar doesn't look too happy here. Looks pretty happy in the second one, though.
Inchar looks fucking erect.
Yeah, with Scott with PSAs.
Yeah.
Man. All right. What do you think? Raw report time?
Raw report. Raw report. Raw report.
We are at the road to WrestleMania, so it's time once again for some Raw report.
All right, folks. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw came from Columbus, Ohio, the home of Frankie Williams, the guy Roddy Piper beat up a long time ago in his very first Piper's Pit. And the show begins with Cowboy Kevin Owens coming out with the KO show and his cowboy hat. He brings out his
cowboy shit.
Yeah, here's some cowboy shit.
Yeah.
He brings out his tag team partner, Seth Rollins. And off the top of the show, it's come to my attention and my realization that Monday Night Raw has way too many heels. And you'll find that out as we go on.
Two more heels now, don't they?
What's that?
I think 2 more heels after this week. From what
yes, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yes. The entire almost 99% of the Monday Night Raw men's roster has decided to turn heel, or if they're not already heels. So Kevin Owens comes out and Seth Rollins comes out and they get into the ring and they cut their usual heel promo, and Kevin Owens cuts his promo on Texas and he stomps on his cowboy hat, and they bring out their guests for the KO show, the tag team champions, Chad Gable and Otis. And this went about 15 minutes, and about the only thing I really enjoyed about this was the shoosh off between Chad Gable and Kevin Owens. I guess they're really trying to get the word shoosh over, because now shoosh, yes, because now Gable and Otis now have a t-shirt that says shoosh on it. And so I guess maybe they're trying to sell a lot of.
Who the hell is gonna buy that shit?
Well, it's available at WWE Shop if you want to buy it. Anyway, it ends in a brawl, and it ends in a little fight. And then the first match of the night was actually a very good tag team match. You had the Alpha Academy taking on Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, and I guess the baby faces of this match were Owens and Rollins, because I actually heard some fans cheering for Owens and Rollins in this match. And even though the Alpha Academy are the tag team champions, much like typical WWE booking, if you've got a championship belt, you're likely to lose matches on television. And sure enough, much like when Owens and Rollins took on RK Bro, this match ended in a similar fashion. There was a buckle bomb to a stunner, followed by a stomp, and Owens and Rollins won this opening match against the tag team champions.
Aren't they the number one contenders already or something?
No, they made themselves a co-number one contenders when they beat RK Bro, and now there's going to be this triple threat match, and I think it's on next week's Raw. It's not on, and this is all. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of thinking that they're going to put the belts eventually on Rollins and Owens probably next week, but that's just my guess. I'm just guessing. But.
Is it just me, or is this like the 17th straight fucking week the Alpha Academy has been on the first segment of the show?
Yeah.
Like every Raw report, Steven, and in the first episode, it's like Jesus.
Well, Gable, like Gable is but he's kind of like trying to grow on me like a fungus, and he's shoosh and thank you, kind of like, even though it is kind of dumb, and I kind of like want to credit Rollins and Owens for calling him out about that at the beginning of the KO show. But it's dumb, but it's kind of enjoyable dumb. So,
do they actually need this, by the way, Stephen, for 1.5 hours, like you say many times? We didn't get many matches in the first hour. Do they help this?
wait, could you say that second part about it again?
Do they help the ratings with their entertainment? Because, like you said, a lot of times on the Raw report, we've not seen many matches in the first hour.
I haven't actually read any reports about the ratings and all of that recently. It seems I only read them when they report them the lowest ratings ever, and I haven't heard any of those yet.
It's like almost, yeah, it was every week there for a while, but I think when they get into WrestleMania, they probably at least pick up a little bit. I think Rhonda's done well from what I think she actually really raised some of the house shows too when they added Rhonda. But they're not selling well, the shows, I've noticed. I heard Meltzer talking about that because they haven't even sold Mania out. That's why they're bringing Austin in and bringing old man Vince out of retirement.
Yeah. I wonder if this MSG show on Saturday is not selling well.
Yeah, it's not. And it's not sold out.
The way they're promoting the shit out of it, then it's going to be one of those network specials.
Yeah, you going to it, Alexar?
Nope.
Why not?
How come?
I'm saving my money for SmackDown on March 25th in Brooklyn. That's a TV taping, not the house show. TV.
You want to get on the TV?
Yeah, maybe so. I'm going to find a good deal on the tickets because I know they're expensive, and that's the only thing about that. Though WWE keep jacking up the prices of tickets. I guess it's nobody wants to go to the WWE show because the tickets are expensive.
What else we've got there on the Raw report?
Okay, back from commercial break, Jack's favorite wrestler, Omos, whatever his name is.
Does he have a WrestleMania match? They were really pushing this guy. I don't think.
Not yet that I'm aware of, but he's getting a lot of TV time. Not only did he get a match, but he also got some promo time as well.
Really? Is this guy can't be a good promo?
Oh boy.
No, his promo is about as good as he's wrestling, I suppose. But so he takes on T-Bar, and Omos is
still called T-Bar?
T-Bar, yes.
God. Can't they ever drop that?
Is that Djokovic or whatever his name is, or who was this
Is
guy?
he the final guy of Retribution, or they're still?
No, they got Mace and
Windu.
Yeah, don't they still have fucking Flapjack or whatever his name is?
They got rid of me again. So that's one less person.
Is Veer still coming?
Oh, Veer.
Yep, there was a promo. There was a promo. I didn't see that. Veer is still coming.
Man, all kidding aside, almost they should have him win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That would be good use of him.
Well, he moves as slow as Andre. So Omos, T-Bar is on his way to the ring. He climbs up onto the ring apron, and Omos knocks him down off the ring apron, and he smashes into the barricades. And then he struggles to get into the ring. The referee won't start the match until T-Bar tells her that he's ready to go. And so finally, after he struggles to get to his feet, she rings the bell. Okay, Omos clotheslines him. T-Bar does a 360. Omos picks him up, tree slams him, pins him, 1, 2, 3, match over. And that is the entirety of the Omos versus T-Bar match. 2 moves after the bell rang. 2 moves, 1, 2, 3, the match is over.
That's probably what they should keep him to, though, I guess.
So
Gogo says he wants to see a wrestler named Teabag.
Ooh.
That could be
I'd rather
Lexar's
see
gimmick.
him versus Dennis the Worm Rodman.
Right? Yeah, I like Rodman.
like
I
this
think
guy.
Rodman had a good match with Macho Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Rodman? Has Rodman done anything since he went and met the guy in North Korea? I haven't seen him for a while.
No.
Time for him to come back. They'll need some big guys next year. Because they've ran through Austin and Vince McMahon. Who's left to come back? I could foresee him bringing back Undertaker, honestly. I don't think they should, but
Oh, well,
maybe
that's
Shawn
something-
Michaels.
yeah. Oh, well, he came back. He probably never wants to come back.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think Austin did either. But when they offer you like multi-millions of dollars for one match, you kind of like, well, I guess I'll do this.
They'll probably trot out Mick Foley or something from it.
That could be Mick Foley.
I have a feeling they're gonna make a tag team match for the tag titles because that's what Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins are noting about that on Raw. They're going after the tag titles and next week,
What
and
Austin?
then they'll finish at WrestleMania.
So then
Austin,
Austin.
Austin and JBL against fucking.
Oh yeah. Why would they? Yeah, why
Fighting
would they
for
reference
the
JBL?
honor of
Come on.
Texas.
Yeah, for the honor of the Alamo. Yeah.
For the Alamo. Is this like, I actually like Kevin Owens, but is this like if you do bring Austin back after almost 19 years, basically 20 years, is this a great angle to do it? Him just saying like Texas is lame? Is this like
He
just
signed
a
that.
huge money angle?
He signed that new contract when he probably could have made just as much as in AEW to come back.
Oh. I guess
Yeah, well,
wrestling
I would
Austin at
be mad, by the
WrestleMania is
way.
cool.
I would feel real bad, by the way, if we can remember 5 years ago, 22 seconds later, he loses the title to Goldberg. This is what it would feel like, of course, with Austin, because we know for sure he's not going to go for over a minute like him.
If Lexar started saying Rhode Island sucked, would you be mad at him, song man?
Probably.
Come out of retirement, beat up Lexar.
I would
Rhode
just ask
Island-
why, Lexar, why did you do RI?
Rhode Island's not even an island, so
It's in a road.
yeah, it's just a road. I bet it smells like crap.
Whoa,
Oh,
man, we're building up to our own WrestleMania here.
being me.
Oh, yeah.
Rhode Island continent might as well be look like Rikers Island.
Whoa.
Rikers.
Vince Rudo says Intra must have fell in the toilet.
Gotta get to learn more about Rhode Island.
Yeah, we taking the world's biggest shit.
Man, hope he's all right.
Thing's got to be the size of the BBC. Right?
Now it's the size of Rhode Island.
Could be. Raw report.
Okay, up next is a 6-woman tag team match. Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki ASH taking on Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair. Seconds before they're to go through the curtain, Liv Morgan cuts a promo with Rhea Ripley asking her, okay, what's our strategy for the match? Not the best promo to cut right before you're going through the curtain. But nonetheless, they had a great 6-woman tag team match. I think, oh yes, the highlight of this match, Bianca once again used her big long braid as a whip on Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of
Look
Becky.
at those photos of Becky, that photo of Becky
That welt looks like it fucking hurt.
Now, they had this sound effect. Now, this was live. And so when she was whipping her with that, you heard this sound effect, almost like a whipping sound. And I thought, well, is that a real sound, or are they adding that? Or it certainly, if that was real, I mean, those, yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's crazy. I wouldn't do it.
But anyway, Bianca wins with the KOD. Once again, she gets the win. So Becky abandons her tag team. I mean, she gets whipped, and then she just goes up the aisle, and Bianca wins the match. But yeah, I thought, oh my goodness. And then so that one was pretty good. Next up, we had Tommaso Ciampa taking on Bobby Roode. I refuse to call him Robert Roode. I always call him Bobby Roode, with Dolph Ziggler. Once again, Tommaso Ciampa picks up the win, and Bobby Roode once again eats a pin clean.
I mean, you should have the new guy win, but it is too bad like that they never did anything with Rude. He's just a bum. He's about as low as he can get, and he was like super over. How do they present Tommaso Ciampa? Is he presented like a big deal?
Even
I just don't see him getting over on the main show.
Yeah, even though he's winning matches, he won that tag team match with Finn Balor. He won this match with Bobby Roode. He's not. Yeah, he's almost. I almost want to say he's an afterthought, because the match at an NXT really they're building towards is Ziggler versus Breakker, not him. So.
And he got new theme music.
But he did get new theme music. Yes, he did. Yeah. And actually, who's coming out sort of smelling like a rose better is, you'd think, is probably Ziggler.
Yeah.
He's looking. Did you notice that appearance? What he's been doing recently? He's.
I haven't seen him.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that thing in his hair anymore. He's letting it out. He's got this long blonde hair. He's got the weight. He's got the beard. He's got the clothes. He's cutting a promo like he's a star. But he's just missing that main event it factor, to use a Bobby Roode term. He almost, and I thought about this as I was watching him. He almost comes across as on NXT, comes across as a bargain basement discount Triple H.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but he's a mid-carder on the main roster on Raw, but on NXT they're treating him like he's a big star, and he's going for the one title he's never won. So we'll see how that goes.
It's weird though that guys on the main roster go to NXT now when it's presented as the developmental. I could see before when it was like presented as an equal show, but I tried to watch a little video clip someone posted of NXT. It was like it was like an interview show, and I just couldn't watch it. It was like these two young women, and like there was all this like Nickelodeon like paint and color flopping all over the screen. It was just, to me, just unwatchable. I don't think it was from the actual show. It's like a YouTube interview show they put up.
Well, if you watch the actual show, there's a girl on there who wrestles in pajamas.
Yeah, God.
Up next.
I don't like Sarlo.
Oh, he probably does. Up next, a mixed tag team match. The continuing adventures of Dana and Reggie taking on Tamina and Akira Tozawa.
Tozawa?
Yes.
Oh.
Has he been on TV in years?
Oh, well, he's one of the 24/7 geeks,
Oh, yeah.
you know. So Reggie does this great springboard or just 360 onto Tozawa to win the match. And then afterwards, his reward is Dana Brooke just jumps on top of him in the middle of the ring and gives him another lip lock. But not to be outdone, Tozawa, Tamina pulls Tozawa out of the ring, grabs him by the face, and gives Tozawa her own lip lock.
Imagine kissing.
I laughed so hard I had to post it on the In Your Head page. So I don't know. Actually, Tamina and Tozawa, that sounds like a great reality series that should be on the WWE network. Up next, what do we have up next here? So up next, Rey and Dominic Mysterio are going to take on the Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. However, before we got the match, we got this unusually long promo by The Miz, who comes out onto the stage and just starts talking and talking and talking. And I thought, well, either their rosters are short or what, but I just thought he's talking too much. Just get to the point and then get off. But he just kept talking and talking and talking. Anyway, we finally got to the match. Rey and Dominic, and God bless Dominic Mysterio. I'm sure he's getting better in the ring as a professional wrestler, but they're booking this kid. And by the way, he looks like a 16-year-old kid. I think you said before, put a mask on him. Dominic, I don't know what it was. I mean, he's about 24, 25 years of age, but he looks like a 16-year-old in the face. And they're booking him like an idiot. Dominic, so
he sucks.
He
doesn't really suck, but like he just looks like why don't they put him under a mask? I think he'd fit better. They could sell the mask and it would cover him up that he looks like a little child.
Yes, he does.
Facially.
So the Miz comes out again and tries to interfere in the match, and Rey basically chases him up the stairs, just out of the ringside area and up the stairs, leaving Dominic by himself. And once again, I think Dominic just got rolled up for a pin, and the Hurt Business actually won the match, even though they're not being booked all that well on Raw. And Dominic and Rey are the ones that have the WrestleMania match. But yeah, the booking of Dominic Mysterio.
Who could possibly be excited about this WrestleMania match?
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus Paul Logan, I think it is, in the mid. Logan Paul in the mid. Now, seriously, who could be like, man, I really want to see this?
No.
Lexar, even you can't be excited about that. Good, finally. I mean, you're excited about everything. You can't be pumped for that. Songman, are you pumped for that?
No. I would say I was maybe at the hate I had last year. Maybe I kind of missed Bad Bunny for that one.
At least he tried.
Yeah.
Oh, I can book you a WrestleMania match for Bad Bunny. I'll get to that in the main event. Speaking of bad booking, now are they intentionally trying to book Matt Riddle as a special needs child?
I've been saying this for the last year. He does not act like a pothead. He acts like he's mentally, handicapped.
Because first you had Eugene, and then you had Bailey, I'm a hugger, and now you've got Matt Riddle. And poor Randy Orton, this man seems like he's just going through the motions, collecting a paycheck, memorizing his script, and just saying the lines that he's supposed to say. And that's just it's just sad watching him in this tag team with Matt Riddle. I know, like
This is to me is stuff when I see that group with that team, that's like I just don't want to watch this.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, by the way. I don't think they're gonna lean towards it. We got a couple of weeks left, and then I don't think we're gonna see Matt Riddle and Randy Orton because he hurt his shoulder again. I don't know what the story is now.
Oh, whose shoulder?
Randy's. Didn't he get hurt in the ring?
Oh, so yeah. Well, we're going to get to that match. Okay, we're going to get to that match after this next part.
Yeah.
So the only appearance of the women's tag team match, who, by the way, have never defended their tag team titles in how many months now? They just do a backstage segment. Wasn't that also what was it? Who else was the other ones? Were they the two girls who got fired?
The Iconics
never defended their tag team titles. They were the women's tag
the
team
Iconics.
They're in Impact now.
Yeah, the Iconics.
The Iconics. They were champions and they never defended the belts either. And now Carmella and Zelina, they just do backstage segments. They don't wrestle, even though they're the champions. Like, okay. Yeah, so Randy and Riddle take on the Street Profits. And once again, this match, I don't know, like if Montez Ford did his fantastic frog splash on Randy Orton. So fantastic, he literally bounced off Randy, and I think he landed like a few feet away. He bounced so hard, but it certainly looked like he landed on Randy pretty hard. And maybe like, I mean, Randy has a history of bad shoulders. I mean, he fell out of that ring during a match against Triple H and messed up his shoulder. I don't know, that was a pretty hard splash. And the ref, I'm not sure if the Street Profits were supposed to win the match, but Montez Ford just crawled over to Randy Orton, laid on top of him. The referee counted 3 and the match was over. Excuse me. My mouth is getting dry. So, what do we have next? Okay, so what you were saying earlier about Vince and this supposed match against Pat McAfee. So Vince's only appearance was about another backstage segment with Austin Theory, in which they were talking about Vince going on Pat McAfee's show for his first interview in a very long time. Vince is 74 years old or 76 years old. He's pretty old. I cannot see this man getting into the ring and basically doing anything at that age. I think if anything, what he should do is he should just say to this kid, all right, Theory, get in there and wrestle. And that's how they should get out, because you're putting this man's health in danger if you put him in any physical activity whatsoever. So
yeah, I mean, I get a kick out. I used to get a kick out of Vince, but now it's sad when I see him, and I just can't imagine him being in the ring actually having a match.
Mm-hmm. I think he should just order Theory to get in the ring.
And is him versus Theory something that's like really that compelling to anybody? And Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, is that like a big mania match to anybody?
Well, they
like Lexar, would you be pumped? Like, man, I can't wait for Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
I thought he was just an announcer for SmackDown.
Yeah.
You should just be an announcer and just be just like all hyped up for WrestleMania. Stupendous. WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll be just like WrestleMania 26, for example. You remember Bret Hart didn't even wrestle. He had just all his family do all the work for him. That's what it would feel more like for him, the same way.
Yeah, I kind of thought about that as soon as I heard this. I thought, nah, it's going to be something like that. Okay. Jack was alluding to this earlier. Let's get to the back-to-back heel turns. Up next, United States Heavyweight Championship, the champion Damian Priest taking on his challenger and former world champion Finn Balor. This was actually a pretty good matchup. Finn Balor getting all of his moves in.
Yeah, I assume this would be good.
Yeah,
both are very talented ring guys.
And Finn Balor, let me ask you this one, Jack. Finn Balor hit his coup de grace move, and instead of falling on his ass, he fell on his knees. He kept going forward.
Really?
Yes. And
it's not a good finisher because he can never really land it.
Mm-hmm. You're always going to land, but
Kevin Sullivan did it, but I knew he didn't off the top ropes, but at least he just jumped on the guy.
Mm-hmm. So Finn Balor gets the win, and he is the new United States Heavyweight
champion. I saw this, that some people were excited about this, but was there any build to this at all? It just seems like he's just kind of been coasting along just as a guy for quite a while, and then out of the blue, he wins the title. Like, it used to be people were built up into title matches, and then you look forward to the actual match, and then, oh, will he get it? They just didn't always just win out of nowhere.
There was even a report. There was even a report saying that Vince McMahon is giving up on Finn Balor's push.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it wouldn't it have been better if they built this match up and had it at the pay-per-view at Mania, and Finn Balor wins the IC belt there.
U.S. title,
whatever it is. Yeah. Where the hell is Incher?
I don't know.
He's been gone for like 45 minutes.
So Priest, in the post-match, Priest gets on the mic and he basically says he's going to win the title back. Now, he didn't say when, but he did say he was going to win his title back. And you just could see it coming as soon as he said that. And he also complained about the fans, and you kind of think, oh, okay, here it comes. And sure enough, he cheap shots Finn. And he turns heel. Don't know if when he's going to have his rematch with Finn Balor, but like earlier you were saying about Bad Bunny. Well, first they were tag team partners.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you
this
really
is
want
probably
to
a smart. He's been really stale though, I think, as a baby face. So that this might give him some new character.
So like they were tag team partners before, but if you're going to bring back Bad Bunny and you're going to be serious about turning Damian instead of Priest, turning Damian a heel, obviously you have a match between these two. So at some point, maybe even WrestleMania. I don't know, but
should be Damian versus Demon. Or Damian and Demon.
Demon. Yeah.
Inferno match. The 9th plane of hell, Damian versus Demon.
And let's get to the main event.
Lexar's mom won't let him watch that. She's satanic. Main event. Now it's time for the main event.
It's time. Yes. The main event was Edge coming out and saying, who's going to accept my challenge? And again, in the promo, you could kind of, if you were paying attention, you could kind of see something coming, because he says, all right, who's going to accept my challenge? And nobody comes out. And Edge immediately, he cuts a promo criticizing the entire Raw locker room for nobody coming out. And then AJ comes out and he basically said, I accept.
Yeah.
In very short and sweet, I accept. And you think, oh boy, you're going to have this nice babyface versus babyface WrestleMania match, Edge versus AJ Styles. Oh boy, it's a dream match. Everybody wants it. Great. And Edge just got him right in the balls. Oh
man, kicked right in the nuts.
Right in the nuts. And then you see this, Edge, like it's almost like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to do this. He gets out the chairs. He brings the chairs into the ring. Again, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm going to do this. And he hits a concerto on AJ Styles and just goes full blown heel on AJ. This is going to be a little strange. I mean, AJ is going to be the baby face, and Edge is going to be obviously the heel in this match. So he just destroys AJ with chairs to end Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Well, I find it a little confusing, by the way, because remember last year he did the same thing, building up his triple threat match. We thought he turned heel, but he wasn't really a heel. Remember that?
Yeah. So there's some chain, I guess that's what they were building to, a really big, I don't know, shocker for the end of Monday Night Raw, Edge turning heel, so that was your Raw report for this week, folks. And I'm surprised where's I see a black screen here where
is Inter giving birth at this point?
Yeah, I don't know
He's
what's
been gone
going
for like
on.
35 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's been almost an hour. It's got to be over 40 minutes, I think. Hasn't it, Lexar?
He might be giving birth.
No one takes a poop that long. How long does it take you to take a poop, Lexar?
Like a half an hour.
Really? Wow, that's a long time.
Is there explosive diarrhea?
Man, he must be, maybe he's constipated. He's having a hard time
Maybe he
getting it out.
shitted on himself and
Shit must be the size of
Taking a
World
bath.
Trade Center.
Washing it off.
except he's not filming himself doing it.
That would be funny if it was like a Tazo moment.
Yeah, you think he took a shower?
There's something going on there.
What?
It's been a long time. Maybe he's just jacking off.
Jackie Jones, he didn't want to hear the shit questions.
That's right. There was no bullshit, but interest. Yeah, Geraldine says it's been an hour. He's been pooping for an hour. Man, this is a long shit. Plus, we had to wait like 40 minutes for him to show up. I've been here for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I think Incher was here for 15 minutes.
Well, Steven, the Raw report was a woo, but now that Incher's not here, gives us a boo because he's taking forever to take out number 2.
We've got some newswire items here from Mike B. Dobbs challenges most of North America and at least half of Europe to a fist fight. The action will be carried on the first ever episode of In Your Head Dark. It's on the Newswire. Also on the Newswire, first teams announced for new In Your Head Football League. The Jacksonville Jacksons and the Greektown Loofahs among inaugural Heady Ball clubs. And then we got our first star player, number 10, He Hate Lexar.
What?
Man, that's a heel there. He Hate Lexar. No one can hate Lexar.
But I'm intrigued at this new football league up in your head.
Here's a shirt I thought you guys would like. It's a new release, the Kelly Kelly shirt.
Oh my God.
That's a good shirt for Swax.
Yeah, he'd be jacking it.
On it, or he'll be jacking it while he's wearing it.
No, could be both, really.
Yeah, there's the shoe shirt.
Yeah, I showed the shoe shirt earlier. I don't know. Would you buy that? Do they just put anything at all on a shirt and sell it?
Well, they're trying to get that over,
They have a Riddle's slogan there. Hey, Randy.
How about the wanna get lucky? The Happy Corbin Mad Cat Moss shirt.
No. I think that's something that you will wear, Jack, because you always like the lucky one in the casino.
Yeah, I'll wear it when I meet up with Geraldine. I'll be like, hey, you want to get lucky?
Yeah, they go through me and Patrick Carl for that one.
Whoa, that's a weird. Look at this one. This one's weird. Seth freaking Rollins. Look at that ugly shirt. Yeah, that's hideous. Who the hell would buy that? Lex, are you buying that when you go to the show?
I don't buy actually nothing except for pay-per-view T-shirts. But even then, I won't even buy it because I probably don't like the design either.
Look at this. That's a wrestling shirt.
What is this straight plain black shirt?
With it's got roses on it.
What the?
What the hell? You buying that for like your grandma or something? Who designed something like that? Whoa. He looks like he's crazy on here. Look.
Ichiban.
I kind of like that one though. He
You're
looks
walking down the
insane.
street looking like.
They ever think you're just some racist? Oh man, there was one I wanted to show though, because I know Jonathan Jackson and Geraldine in the chat would like to buy it.
Apparently, the next Iowa 8 shirt's just going to be Incher on a toilet.
Hope he didn't pull an Elvis.
Oh, man.
Oh God.
Look at that. Bad Bunny time. It's actually a nicely designed shirt, I'll have to say, but Bad Bunny, it's only $29.99.
Yeah, Jonathan Jackson putting out his credit card as we speak and trying to order this.
Conmigo. What's Conmigo not mean?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
I thought you would know. You speak the language.
I don't know what Conmigo is. Conmigo, I think it's like come with me. Look at that.
Shane O'Mac.
Yeah.
Get the Shane O'Mac shirt. Michelle McCool. Here you go, Michelle McCool. I kind of like that. That's cool. Michelle McCool, unforgettably flawless. Got a Bella shirt. Who the fuck are these guys?
Los Lotharios.
Oh, Los Lotharios.
All right, enough of that bullshit. I guess we're gonna get to the questions.
Yeah.
I don't think Intra's coming back. I'm gonna text Intra, see if he's all right. Hope he didn't hurt himself. Maybe like pulled a muscle taking a poop.
Yeah, he suffered a hamstring injury.
Maybe his hemorrhoids started bleeding.
Finger.
I had a hemorrhoids one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you?
I'll be back. I'm trying to set my mom and dad up with. They're going on a trip tomorrow, so.
I see.
I'll be
I thought
back.
you're trying to sell him drugs or something. Oh, so he's not back?
He's probably wiping their ass.
Oh, maybe. They might be getting up there in age. I think he's getting them drugs or something. All right, let's get to these. I don't think we're going to get Incher back for the night. Where the hell are these questions?
You should have asked him there if he's going to come back. Or
I tried, but he just took off before I could say anything. I started asking. Where the hell are these questions? I can't find the questions. Oh, here we go. All right. Any other topics before we get to the questions? Al Oob, what male incher would Incher blow? Anyone have an answer for this? You probably think Booker T. I remember he got excited when he saw the. You think that was code when he said he's watching Supermarket Sweep? He was really watching the Booker T segment in the grocery store. Tyler Stevens, Hook versus CM Punk. Who would win? Punk, but that would be good. It's way too early to do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see that in like a year or maybe even 2 down the road. Rick versus Scott Steiner. For me, it's a no-brainer. I much prefer Scott Steiner. I liked Rick Steiner when they were the team, like in their prime, but anything when they split up, I think Rick was not fun to watch. But I was a big fan of Scott Steiner.
And after Scott Steiner turned heel, I don't ever recall a match between the two. Did
No, I
they
don't
ever
think
have
they
a
ever
match against each other?
I don't think so.
That took all the way till Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, I remember when he turned on him because they were doing the pose where he gets on all fours and
Yeah.
Scott gets on top, but then he but yeah, I don't remember if they did. It wasn't very memorable.
No.
No. Yeah. Well,
But honestly, not hardly anything Rick did was very memorable after they split up, in my view. Tyler Stevens, Dobbs Dean Maya versus Steven Butler. Who would win? I'm going with Steven. He seems usually those guys that are very calm. I think he's got a violent side to him. What do you think?
He'll go down in defeat to the Claw.
Boom, Claw. How come does anyone ever do a shoot claw in MMA? Geraldine, zoom on in, mamacita.
Oh, come on in, Geraldine.
Danhausen versus Adam Cole. For me, is Adam Cole all the way. I don't get the Danhausen. I'm giving him a shot, but I don't find him entertaining so far. I do also think it's a mistake putting him with Orange Cassidy because you have two very similar. I mean, it's a different thing, but it's like the two just kind of comedy dudes. You have so much of that in the one group, I think. I don't really like it. Tyler Stevens, who would win a true shoot match between Chavo and Eddie Guerrero? Well, probably Chavo because Eddie's passed away. Wouldn't be much of a fight, I don't think. But in their prime, I don't know. Eddie was a little bigger. I think they're both had bad tempers, so I don't know. I really don't know about either one as fighters go.
Oh, I give the edge to Eddie.
Yeah, I think so.
If it was a real fight, yeah. I kind of think Eddie would be tougher and he'd know a few more tricks.
Yeah, he was around the more old school people. The top 3 ECW personalities. That's a good question.
Paul's number 1.
Yeah, if you're just saying personalities, not wrestlers. So yeah, Paul Heyman, Sandman. There's a lot of the top guys are all way up there though. Sabu, Sandman, the Dudleys, New Jack.
I'd have to say Paul,
Shane.
Sandman, and Taz.
Taz.
You're talking personalities now. Yeah, if you're talking personalities.
Yeah, because Sabu doesn't really have a great personality.
Yeah.
It's a great. Just the same thing with RVD. RVD and Sabu great to watch and everything, but personality-wise, I don't know. So yeah, Taz. I like that. That's a good one. Dudleys are up there too.
I think Sabu being a madman is his personality.
There you go. That's the one way to look at it. So I wouldn't argue with that either. Really, you could probably name about 10 groups there that are really, you could interchange it. I mean, yeah, because I could argue Shane Douglas up there too.
You kind of see Bigelow as one.
I probably wouldn't put him in the top 3, but I really think he did some of his best work in ECW. And he really reinvented himself because he was kind of not forgotten, but I think people thought his best days were over. Then he really had some great stuff in ECW. It's too bad he had a lot of momentum going to WCW, but they never really captured it. When he first got there, it seemed like a big deal. Like he was going to have some stuff with Goldberg and stuff, but
Yeah.
like it was okay, but it never really amounted to it. But I do think he also had some issues going on. So. Lexar wants to know what could be the butt-busting announcement that Tony Khan has promised to be about. So we mentioned this earlier. I'm thinking he bought Ring of Honor, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what this is. They say it's not like he's saying he didn't. It's not like a signee, so he didn't sign someone. It's going to be something else, like a streaming thing or. I don't know, new TV deal. I don't know. Hulk Hogan is in his second divorce, but a new girlfriend named Sky. Are you sad yet happy? I mean, I have no connection to Hogan or his wife. So it wasn't like they were married for like decades. Weren't they just married for a little while?
Oh. He and Linda, or the second wife.
Yeah, the second wife.
The second wife, I think they were together for a long time. I don't know how long they were married, but like I said, after he broke up with Linda, I knew he had another girlfriend, but I didn't realize he married her. And this, Hogan's personal life really is kind of like recently gone under the radar. More of his public state and public life has been more seedy. you know.
I thought he was in like he was a 21-year-old back in 14, if I remember correctly. Wasn't that true? It was a girl, well, early 20s. I can't remember. I thought this wasn't the one.
Steven Simmons says, I think his announcement will be that they're hitting the West Coast finally. I can't foresee that being who gives a shit? I mean, it's good for them, but you can't go on national TV and say, oh, we're going to California. Like, I couldn't give a flying fuck. Like, who cares? If you're not in that area and that's their announcement, you don't care at all.
It's already announced anyway, so.
Yeah, and that couldn't, I mean, you could just announce that's fine, but you couldn't build it up as like, and they signed like no they couldn't talk about it. Why couldn't they talk about that they're going to be on the West Coast? By the way, Lexar, would you if you were married, would you let Hogan bang your wife like Bubba the Love Sponge did?
Only if I bang hers.
So you swap.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember that reality show Wife Swap. Remember that?
Yeah, actually, I had they had contacted me to get wrestlers on there. I've mentioned this on the show before, but I tried to get Bischoff on there. They offered me a finder's fee. It was like $10,000, but no one fit the exact credentials because kids were too old. It was funny because I contacted Devon Dudley, because age-wise he was in what they wanted, and he thought it was a rib, but I didn't know at the time that like he was accused of cheating on his wife and stuff. The one guy who got mad about it was Lance Storm. He actually got mad at me that I would even ask him such a thing. Hulk Hogan. Were you ever on that, Steven? Wife swap show?
Oh no. I'm a straight arrow, monogamous, happily married guy.
We should start an in your head version. We get Vic and Steven. What do you think, Lexar? The heady wife swap?
Yeah, but most of the headyverse are singles.
No, you got Vic, you got Steven, Joe.
That's just two people.
Well, how many you need? Jobs.
Jobs.
Just
three. That's
Crystal in Denver.
Crystal in Denver.
Yeah, she used to call in. There's probably more if I think about it. Brian Henderson. Let's see here. What are Jack's memories of attending WWF WrestleMania 11 weekend? Did I go to the WWE? Yeah, I went to the Fan Fest, but it wasn't very. I think it was before they really did a lot for him, because that was the one with. I mean, that was before WWE really started to. That was kind of probably one of like the low end manias. It was before, because I was also at 14. At 14 was really when things started to get big again. That's with Tyson. But WrestleMania 11, it was fun to be at, but it wasn't. The Fan Fest thing wasn't. Not much was really happening. I don't even remember any of the wrestlers being there. It was just like a big thing, and they just had like shirts and stuff for sale.
No memorabilia up on sale.
No, really, I don't remember it being very interesting.
I watched the Monday Night Raw before the WrestleMania 11, and I watched WrestleMania 11. But they talked about the Fan Fest, and Vince said there was an actual replica ring of the WWF.
Oh, it was probably there, but I mean that doesn't. I don't want to be a dick, but that's not really that exciting to me.
And how about WrestleMania 11 itself? It's probably a spectacle to see.
Oh, it was really fun being there, but it's not one of the better WrestleManias. It's considered one of the worst, but it was fun. It was fun being there.
I always call it Celebrity Mania because that's what it was only known for.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor match, it is good. It's kind of weird to think that's a main event of WrestleMania at this point, though. I remember wasn't it Bob Backlund versus Bret Hart, like a submission match, and it was didn't it go on forever or something?
Yeah.
Why Piper keeps screaming like, "What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?"
Yeah, remember, I actually liked the feud at the time. I remember the match not being too good. Anytime I saw Bob Backlund live, he was not very good. Like I always liked him on TV, but I remember he was one of the worst matches I've ever seen. Was at the Cape Cod Melody Tent. And it was him versus Max Payne, who was Man Mountain Rock. And I mean, it was like such a big clash of wrestlers. And I don't think they ever locked up or anything. Bob Backlund just kept wandering around the crowd yelling at Man Mountain Rock, and Man Mountain Rock kept playing the guitar. And he was just running around the crowd like acting crazy. And then I don't think they ever did anything. It was just like the match never even started and it just ended. It was just terrible. But I always liked them. I always liked Bob back on TV, but watching him live, it was just not good.
Michaels and Diesel match was real good, I guess. That was a match.
Diesel match?
Yeah, Michaels and Diesel.
Oh yeah, that would have been the best match on that show.
Yeah. I actually was. It's kind of found funny, but I kind of put it one of the favorite matches of the showstopper because you remember Diesel was the face, Shawn was the heel because they heard him booing for Diesel when he kicked out because they wanted Shawn to win even though he was the heel.
Yeah. I remember I was at the Royal Rumble 94 and everyone really cheered for Diesel in it. I always think that's kind of why they went with him as a big baby face. Hello, Geraldine. It's good to see you.
Hey.
Looks like you're not having the best connection, but
yeah, my connection sucks. I had to go buy a new.
Glad that you're here. Lexar thought you hated us. I was like, no, Geraldine.
No, my dog broke my computer.
Oh, that seems like something you'd say in school. The dog ate my homework.
No, for real. He jumped in my bed and I had a laptop and he just crushed it.
Really? What kind of dog? It must be a big dog.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
I will say when I turned on my laptop today for the show and it just went gray and I was like, oh shit, I think my laptop died, but I restarted and it was fine. So, well, I'm glad you're here. Now it seems like you're coming in better now. Anything on your mind, Geraldine? Are you looking forward to WrestleMania?
I had to close all the apps I had open because I couldn't hear anything. What do you say?
Anything on your mind in the world of wrestling?
NXT was pretty boring tonight.
Oh,
Was it Wild
did you
and
like the
Young?
tag team match?
It sucked.
Uh,
The opening, and Ciampa and Breaker versus the Dirty Dogs. You didn't like that?
That was alright, but the rest,
Who's this girl that everyone's horny about?
Oh, the one with the big one.
Nikita
Yeah.
Lions or whatever.
Nikita, is she invading Russia? Is she invading the Ukraine?
Oh,
uh-oh.
lost her.
Hmm.
I think I might be cutting out. Oh. Are you all horny for Nikita, Lexar?
I don't know who Nikita is, and I watch
Nikita-
every week.
Nikita Koloff?
Nikita Lyons. Yeah.
Nikita. The picture I saw of her in the ring, she looked pretty good, but there's Incher. Finally finished doing the number 2. A 2-hour.
Nah. I was teaching how to use Google Maps and everything else. It's like they're going out of town and they caught me right as I was coming out of the bathroom. So I had to teach them how to do all this stuff. And then they're like, how do we charge the phone? And so I was like, oh, let me look. And then her phone's too new for just a standard USB. It's like the new round USB-C.
The
So-
C1 or whatever. Mine's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it's the newer, like I have one. Oh, like these, like the round.
Yeah, that's what mine is too. See, it sucks because all my
So-
old ones I can't use on it.
You can't just plug it into the car USB thing, so I got to get that old ass thing that it's like a house outlet, so she can plug it into that with her just normal charger. It's all a big thing. I'm sorry.
Fucking
apologize.
bitch. That's all right. Alexar was saying you know we should just beat the shit out of you when you come back. But
Lexar was saying that. Lexar, you can watch me eat my big cookie here.
the BBC,
I need the big cookie. Look at this song, man. Look at
the
this
big
cookie.
baked cookie.
Look at this big cookie.
Interesting.
gonna
Put
eat
that
it.
whole BBC right in his mouth.
Gonna eat it right in front of everybody. And I ain't gonna share.
If you were in school, you'd have to share with everybody.
I know. Look at that big cookie.
And so he's got to go. He takes 2 hours to poop, and then he don't even eat the cookies. He's got to then come back and eat cookies.
He doesn't even have a glass of milk with him.
I got some cream for him to wash it down with.
I'm sure you do.
You gotta have it before the day's over.
My cream.
No, cookie. Because I'm gonna have to be a good boy tomorrow.
Why?
So I don't get fat.
All right, Lexar. Jack says about his. Oh, I'm glad Inkster came back for this. Jack has this idea of the Boogeyman gummy worms merchandise. I don't know if I ever told you this. But
Isn't this no BS night?
but does he have the idea of Ric Flair wigs? It's a wig of replica fluffy hair that Ric Flair had in the 80s and early 90s. Do you think that Jim Crockett Promotions and WCW missed the opportunity to make Ric Flair wigs for fans? I think that's a hell of an idea. Like the kind of the mullet kind of, not necessarily mullet because it wasn't short in the front, but it was kind of like, yeah. I love it. That would have been fun. I think that would have been good.
Is this
And Ric
topical?
Flair
Has
like
there been like a
bathrobes?
Has there been like a Ric Flair wig debate, or is he just saying
He
this
just
is his
came
original
up with it.
idea?
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Ric Flair bathrobe would have been good too.
But that would have gave him an excuse if he was claiming that picture on the train was not him. He could have
Oh,
said
it's true.
it was somebody wearing one of my wigs.
That led to the divorce, I'm pretty sure.
Did you see Hogan announce that he's divorcing his second wife?
Yeah, we talked about this while you were
you did?
taking a dump. But
I'm
what do you think
sorry.
about this?
What's behind it? Like, why did he say the reason why? Or
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have enough of
Steven,
this
you're-
bitch, brother.
You're always up on this.
I am. I don't care about
Steven?
people marrying and shit.
Does Steven know? Does Lexar know? Does Songman know? Nobody knows.
She found
Songman?
somebody with a bigger dong.
Songman, do you got a song about this? Hogan
Well,
getting another divorce?
Well, the girl found a waiter because she saw a sexy waiter, and that's why she wanted to sign a divorce paper. And I said, Hulk, I'll see you later.
There you go. That works.
Yep.
Adios. Goodbye, Hulk.
Now, if you were married, Incher, it'd be like now that Hogan's single, would you let him come over and, bang the wife?
No.
What?
What do I look like? Bubba the Love Sponge?
It worked
I
out
keep
well
eating
for
these, I
him.
will be.
I heard that Bubba the Love Sponge drives like a Uber Eats now or something.
I told you that.
Man.
He was on Howard Stern show, which I'm way behind on my Howard Stern show, listening to it. But this was like back in October, November. Apparently they said that he was driving for Uber Eats to make a little extra cash. And he had like a car specifically for that, like an old Crown Vic or something like that. So like nobody like caught on that it was Bubba. But yeah. So if you're in Florida, where is he at? Is it Clearwater? Or
I don't
forget
know.
where he's
I think
at,
that's
but
Texas. Oh no, it is. Yeah,
there is a
Florida.
Clearwater, Florida. And if you're somewhere in the area where Bubba the Love Sponge is, and you order up some Uber Eats, he could be bringing you your Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell or whatever the hell Uber Eats does.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever you want from the Uber Eats. But aren't they affiliated with certain, like Lyft does one and Lyft?
I don't think
Eats,
so.
However it is.
I know last time I stayed at a hotel, I was like, because I was used to, you'd go to a hotel and in the lobby, they'd have all the pamphlets for like the pizza places and all the delivery places. I was like, oh, what around here delivers? And they just looked at me like I was an idiot. They're just like, no, sorry, just open, you just get the Food Dash or Grubhub and get whatever you want. I'm like, oh, okay. It's not as fun though. It used to be cool. I'd always go down the lobby and they would usually have a couple places they'd recommend. They'd be like, oh, well, this is the best. And then they'd have a few, like menus, and I'd take them up and look in the room like, hey, this looks cool.
They don't do that courtesy anymore. They've
no, because they just say just get Grubhub and get whatever the hell you want, sir.
But what about like local businesses? Like
exactly. That's what I like to know about. Because when I'm somewhere new, I like to get someplace I don't know about. And the hotel you always used to have would have the inside scoop. They'd be like, "This is the best place. Get this." Just looked at me like I was a dumbass. So I got the Teriyaki House, which was right next door and open to 2 a.m. It was good. All right. And also, I walked down it was quite a ways, and I found a pizza place that was still open that served the slices. All right. Lexar, Jack wins $5,000. Hell yeah! Give me the money.
How'd you win $5,000?
I didn't, but this is in Lexar's dream, I guess. He decides to take his family to a wrestling weekend. What would he? Well, I probably wouldn't do that with $5,000, but let's say I do this. What would he choose between WrestleMania weekend or Double or Nothing? Double or Nothing all the way.
You have to attend all 3 shows. You have to attend Dynamite and Rampage.
All right.
I think they might do a Fan Fest too, and you have to attend that.
Hell yeah, let's do it up. Yeah. AEW show, definitely. Much more fun for me. I think they're the best live shows I've been to. No, all live wrestling is fun, but I would say, yeah, I could definitely do AEW.
And their tickets ain't cheap anymore. You got to make sure to get them early. Or buy
Their
them off
fan
some
fest
dude.
thing's very fun. I've been to a few.
Is Conrad still behind those?
Probably. Lex Arwitson, which Headyverse members have dirty minds? I think it would be a shorter list of who doesn't. It's like Steven doesn't, everyone else is a pervert. I don't know though. Steven's always, he's always dropping trow when like Alexa Bliss comes out and stuff. So he's kind of a pervert too.
Oh, come on now. Look at him. He's a proud Canadian. He's got his Canadian flag up. Here you are calling the man.
Yeah, well, ask him what he does when Trish comes out. I
You're
think
on your own on that one, Steven.
I really think probably everyone in the Headyverse is. I mean, Terry Funk said it: the idiots, punks, perverts, and fools. Is there really anyone? And maybe people will want to say Vic, but I'm convinced Vic has a deep, seedy, dark side to him.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's too normal.
He's a long
normal married, conservative, God-fearing man would listen to this show every week.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack, I think a lot of good people listen to the show.
I didn't say necessarily bad people.
I think
what I said is right.
I think we have a fan group that is very dedicated and loyal, and they're good people. Every one of them.
I'm not saying they're bad. I love all these dirty perverts, but dirty perverts there are. Let me look at Lexar. You can't get much dirty and pervert in this guy, but I love him. He's a good man.
Just look at Aoub. You keep sending those.
You're named after rubbing your dong on unsuspecting women's buttocks
and strippers. So
Vic Chavone, he's taking umbrage with you in the chat room. He says, "I don't have a dirty mind. LOL. I love wrestling."
I put best wrestlers probably in the same group now I think about it. There's some there, they look like, hey, this guy looks like, prim and proper dude, but boom, lights go out. You don't know what the hell's going on. Freaking Sodom and Gomorrah up in those bedrooms. But they're good men. They're good people, good folks. They're just dirty.
I don't agree with you. I think they're all outstanding individuals.
I'm not saying they're bad people.
Lexar, he's a pillar of the community.
The man burned a woman's house to the ground.
They were asking for it, Jack.
Lexar, please look at the AEW shop site and see what they have. I don't know how you find it. Isn't it just I think AEW shop is just AEW isn't it shop, just the I think it just takes you to the Wrestling Tees, doesn't it?
Is it just Wrestling Tees that does their stuff?
I think that's when you go, and you go to the site, it just brings you to that's what it is. But we can look here if you like. CM Punk. I do like that they made the CM Punk shirt black. I'm not a big fan of white tees because you get a little speck of anything on that get dirty. And I'm out walking in the woods and stuff. I can't wear that shit. Mm-hmm. So I like that. We got some look, CM Punk go to sleep. I'm not too big on that shirt. I'm the bitch. I would never wear that shirt in my life.
Somebody buy that for him right now.
I'm a big fan of Orange Cassidy, but that shirt sucks.
That's not so hot. AEW belt.
Number 1 in violence, the Brody King shirt. That's pretty cool. Again, I probably wouldn't wear it, but it's a nice shirt.
I'm
Hook.
sure like my parents would be very disturbed if I came upstairs with the Brody King shirt on. But Hook,
That like this one better than the one that Lexar showed one. It was just a plain white shirt and just said Hook. This one's a little better. Send Hook. Still, I wouldn't buy that, but I like it better.
what's that tattoo on his arm?
Which is very it looks like a little devil, like a little yeah, it's a little devil.
It's a little devil.
Yeah, it's kind of gay, but I'm not a fan of this guy to admit, but that is a very nice shirt. I like that shirt. The Danhausen, very nice, very evil. It's a good design. It's good illustration.
A lot of people know who he is, Jack. You should know.
I know.
Why
All
Jason
elite
do
wrestling.
that? Why Jason set up the whole thing that Jack doesn't know who he is, but you really do know who he is. You just
I don't know. I just don't really. I mean, I don't even hate him. I just don't find him funny. I don't know. He's misinformation mitten. He likes to spread the misinformation.
misinformation mitten.
AEW has heart. That's nice. The money goes to heart disease and stuff. But would I ever buy that in my lifetime? No. I do like the figures. I collect these. Actually, Mitten sent me the Nyla Rose one for my birthday, which was nice. But I do not have the rest of these. I would like the FTR. I have Young Bucks or different ones, so I don't need multiple Young Bucks. But I would like to
You're
get.
not getting into the variants.
I would if they weren't, between $20 and $25 a piece. It gets too much money.
Yeah, for action figures, that's a little pricey.
That's that. Figures are so much money now. It's too bad. I would buy more if they weren't so much.
Got to make them for kids.
Kids buy wrestling. No kids buy toys. They're all adult collectors. They make a fucking Colonel Mustafa WWE figure. No little kid is walking in a Target and say, "Mommy, buy me Colonel Mustafa."
There's kids who buy action figures, but they don't
Nope.
buy they buy the John Cena, but they don't buy
John Cena hasn't been on TV in years. Little kids don't fucking know who that guy is.
They probably do. That's
I was looking at the Legos in Target, and it was like $200, and it was a big set of Friends. It was the whole apartment building. What little kid is spending $200 on Legos? And what's a Friends Legos? A show from the 90s.
Maybe that's not
that
a big
wasn't
seller.
made for kids then. It's made for people who watched that back in the 90s. 45-year-old women.
Yeah, I don't think that one's geared for the kids, but
none of it is.
I think some of them are.
Yeah, like Fisher Price or something, but no.
You got Minecraft, and they make some Legos off of that. The kids could like that.
I doubt it. They just buy Minecraft, the game. Adult collectors are buying the figures. That's who buys them. All right, we got all wheat. That's an ugly shirt. That white AEW shirt.
You don't like it?
No.
I like it.
Nope. Ugly and boring. It does seem like something Intro would wear, though. This one's nice. I mean, I'm not like man, I really need a Brody King shirt.
I'm just so glazed over with his insults. I'm just like,
what?
Whatever.
It wasn't an insult. It wasn't an insult. It does seem like something you'd wear, is all. Why is that insulting?
It's so boring and stupid. And
I didn't say it was stupid. I said it was boring and ugly. That's all.
Oh, you said stupendous, right?
I didn't say stupid. I said boring and ugly.
Stupendous.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Wardlow. That doesn't really look like Wardlow. I think it's because this thing looks like gives him like this giant hair. It looks like.
He does have the man bun.
Yeah, but they have this other fan here that makes it look like he's got this big Egyptian head of hair or something.
Kind of like Doctor Strange or something.
Who the fuck would buy a Brock Anderson shirt? God, you have to be a dumbass about that shit. You'd have to be someone who just buys everything. Orange Cassidy, I like orange, but I'm not big on that. I do like this, the King of Hearts Owen Hart shirt.
Yeah.
Buddy Matthews Dark Secret. See, I don't really think of him as this dark guy. I don't really get the connection. I don't think he fits the group.
Is that his new name, Buddy Murphy? His name's Buddy Matthews now?
I don't know what they called him. I think so, but this says the Dark
Buddy
Secret.
Matthews.
Oh yeah, Buddy Matthews.
I got a dark secret. I got a dark secret, Jack. Do you want to know what it is?
Wicked hands suffer the unholy fire. I do like these little figures, but they're so expensive. Boy, that's an ugly MJF shirt. Yeah, that MJF shirt's really ugly.
Yeah, he needs some better logos. He doesn't have the best logo.
I do think this is probably the nicest shirt. I think it's a good logo. The CM Punk with the hands and the crosses. I like it.
I liked it when WWE did it.
Well, I think he was
the same shirt.
No, that was always white.
Changed the little lightning bolts a little bit.
No, I think he was doing it before he was in WWE. But I do think it's a good logo.
I think they ripped it off. Is what they did.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't be able to. I think he had it before he was in WWE.
It's pretty similar to his WWE one.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that it's
no,
the
you
logo
don't.
that he had before.
You're saying
WWE.
he used it on the indie scene, which he didn't, because I watched him on the indie scene.
Well, I doubt they would be able to sell something that WWE.
Bitch, get the "I'm a bitch" shirt.
That would be cool if you wore that and I wore a shirt "I'm with bitch" and it pointed at you. I think I'm gonna make
that's like a fourth grader tactic, but you do the same thing.
What?
Your internet connection's unstable, bitch. It said your internet. It was unstable.
All right, so that's the shirts. Where were we?
No, that was a good suggestion there, Lexa, I think.
Would you unify the belts or not? From Rutherford PSAs. I assume he means WWE. Yes.
WWE belts.
Just end this stuff, but they're not going to do it. I hate the brand split. It sucks.
Fuck the brand split.
Fuck the brand split right up. Though.
Yibbity habbity.
Nikhil Callahan time. Before we get to those, I want to do something while
I think I gotta go explain directions.
No, I want to do something before while Lexar's here. Because our man Golgo 13, he sent in some audios. I would like to play these with everyone here. I came prepared. Hello?
Hey,
how's it going? Making sure I can hear everybody. I came prepared so I can play these audios.
I don't get how you can play the show and your mic doesn't pick it up.
Because I'm fucking magic.
No, you're not. You should have to always have headphones, I would think.
I am magic.
He can do magic. He can do anything you desire.
So, attached are two songs. Jackie Boy, which I have no memory of the song, and I made sure not to listen to it. And OIB Quit. I think I know that one. Can you discuss the history of each of these songs? So I'm going to get this Jackie Boy song queued up. Whoop. Oh, I do know this here. It started, but I'm going to share this with you fine folks. You'll know this once it starts. All right, here we go.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks,
that drive the girls wild. I got the moves that really move them. I sent chills up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
Damn, that was pretty outrageous there. So the history of that, I mean, that's just Sexy Boy, the Shawn Michaels theme. And that was my cover. I never finished that song. What was that?
It sounds like Elmo sang the Sexy Boy part. Sexy
Ooh,
boy.
Elmo?
Elmo.
Elmo? That wasn't Elmo. I know who that was.
It was Mrs. Big Red Machine.
You remember her? Anybody on the line remember her?
Very weird. I just saw her son turn 17. I was like, holy shit. Just the other day.
He's watching Incha take a crap. Sexy Jack. He's
Sounds
watching
like
Incha
him. He
take
does
a
like going to the
crap.
bathroom and watching people. He's always looking for stuff to go down in the bathroom.
Oh, man. All right.
He's watching Incher take a
All right, now we're gonna get the second one ready. So that was just the history of that, and I do like the music though. It was like a Tyler did the music. It's like he did it digitally, but it's like a piano playing the theme.
Steven, defend me to song, man. Tell him I ain't letting anybody watch me in the bathroom.
I think didn't you back when you were like in middle school, because like your bathrooms didn't have doors.
They had like these embarrassing like stalls that was like half of the McDonald's arch, and you could totally just open the door and see somebody just sitting there on the toilet. I mean, there was no privacy whatsoever. I mean, you could be walking in the hallway and you could have looked in the door and see somebody just. I mean, what the hell was that? There was no bathroom for anybody. So nobody wanted to use those bathrooms if you had number 2.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Did you ever have to do it?
I snuck into one of the teachers' bathrooms and just did it because I had to so bad, but I was not going to be caught.
Yeah,
I mean, you're in middle school.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it anytime, but school would even be worse. Yeah.
Oh my God. Then like kids seeing you just right in the middle.
Dang.
You know, and like anybody who's walking down the hall at that time could have seen you.
Damn, never mind trying to put in a glory hole.
Jack, middle school. What the hell?
Oh, well, you said you snuck into the teachers' rooms. All right, here's the next song.
I snuck into the teachers to take a crap. The teachers, see, theirs was all blocked off from the rest.
Of course, yeah. They're not gonna have Mr. Brown, doing the Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Going to Browntown. All right, here we go.
Last week, Incha quit in your head. Now we're back together. Misunderstanding, didn't understand. It doesn't matter. Now we're back together again. La 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 la. Couldn't split up Hall and Nash. That's true. Couldn't split up Tango and Cash. That's also true. This is a song of exultant joy because we only came to kick some ass. Rock the heady verse and kick some ass. What we gonna do? Better think fast. Like the past. And never coming last. We'll throw a big old cast, y'all. And everyone is invited to the cast. And everyone, you're all invited to the podcast. Come on, intro. One time, come on. Him and a bar.
I like that.
Wow. Him and a bar.
Sounds like Jack Black.
Dang, fucking musical genius there.
Yeah.
That was Incher quit the show. He's quit the show many times. And then he came back.
Never. I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of, the clock strikes 12, and I must bid adieu for the evening.
Steven?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna stay for the. There's one more video here.
One more video, Steven.
Okay, I'll hang on for one more video. Then.
All right. 10 years ago today.
Did you do a Raw report when I was gone?
You and Incher discussed Ric Flair's new energy drink. Did either of you ever get to try it? Attached is a clip of you and Incher talking about Flair Fuel 10 years ago. I have no memory of this. Do you?
No, I don't either. 10 years ago.
All right, and there's going to be a drink coming out, Fuel in a Bottle. That is with the pitch man, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo! Nature's out there promoting a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think he'll pull his cock out and slap the drink with his cock?
Well, I think he probably will.
Yeah,
would that make
people want to drink it?
Would that make you less or more likely to buy it if you did?
I think it's not going to be sold around me anyway around it, so I'm probably not going to get it.
And it's always avoiding the question.
You didn't really answer the question.
Yeah, see, good point, Jack.
If he pulled his cock out and slapped it with it, I wouldn't be interested in buying it.
I mean, not that particular bottle, but just like if that was like the TV ad, Ric Flair just whipping his cock out and smacking the bottle. It wouldn't be like, man, I gotta get some of that.
Like, would any drink do that for you? Like, anybody pulling their cock out and slapping a drink with it, would that make you want to drink it?
No, but Ric Flair doing it, it'd be like, man, that's some ballsy advertisement right there.
Look at it. Did you slap your cock with that drink? He didn't involve the balls. Now he's rubbing the balls on them.
There's freaking cock and balls all over there.
What kind of commercial is this?
Where would it have? I don't know. Where would they play it?
China needs to get in this commercial.
Man.
When's that porn coming out with her and the wrestlers, the fake wrestlers?
Incher was all about China really back in the day.
Guy. Like, I'm not like all kidding aside, so I don't know. But do they have commercials on porn? Like,
Jack
where they do this
like
kind
he
of
doesn't
thing?
know? Nah. Normally they just announce it on their website, I guess.
I guess.
They gotta do that, like put some like ads like
on television or something.
Yeah.
Advertise it on Raw. See China do the no with Ric Flair.
Oh, this is China the wrestler.
Ultimate Beef here. He's saying he can't wait to. The Ultimate Beef from Charm said he can't wait to taste Flair's protein.
Whoa.
Drink.
Man. Beefer. Man.
Maybe we'll have protein drink Sunday or something. I don't know. All right, then sure.
What were we thinking when we did
Red China. Like you were, you were John Cena before John Cena.
No, I meant China the wrestler. I remember that now because it was like I had a bunch of people like with China, but it was like guys in like horrible wigs and just like a fake Triple H and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I remember seeing pictures of it on the old message board.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start banging my
Good
ding
night,
on
everybody.
the seltzer. Good night, Steven.
Steven,
Yeah.
you're a fine man. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for showing up. Sorry, I was missing most of the show, but I was doing a good deed.
Doing the butt.
Explaining how to navigate Google Maps.
Nothing wrong with doing the butt all night long.
Did you just come up with that?
Oh yeah,
genius. That was genius, Jack.
My mom was watching. She never seen the movie. She was watching Coming to America because I'd watched the movies that made us, and there was an episode of it. And she was watching, and I remember this now, but I didn't, I hadn't seen it for a while. But they have they mentioned the band is called Sexual Chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh shit. The one good thing Mark Henry ever did, he was copied from Coming to America.
Yeah. You know that?
I probably did at the time, but like I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah. Do they still sell Flare Fuel? I wonder when Flare Fuel went out of business.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe it's still around. Who knows?
Could be.
See if I can find anything on Flare Fuel.
This is Nikhil Callahan. Callahan. And I found out I do pronounce his name correctly. Excuse me.
Oh wow, there's still a commercial on YouTube for Flare Fuel.
Thoughts on this rumor? In an update, Ricochet is receiving a push on the Blue brand, which is SmackDown, because internally he's currently listed as the number 2 singles babyface superstar for SmackDown, only behind Drew McIntyre. Yes. Woo!
Get on adjust. Woo!
You're about to get robbed. Hey, listen, you're gonna fuel in the bottle energy shot. Pack with B vitamins. It'll rock your world. Woo!
Guys,
Ginger had such a potty mouth in 2012. That's true. He used to swear like a bitch. Man, you're looking all badass, like you want to fight or something. You drinking a beer? You drinking a Narragansett?
Open up the can, Jack.
Yeah, a can of
Sunkissed.
Can of dumbass.
Zero sugar. You got the can of dumbass.
I had the new Coke Space Zero. It tastes like space.
Oh, I never had a drink that tastes like space.
That's what it says on a space flavor. It's Coke Starlight Zero Space Flavored Limited Edition. Thoughts on the rumor that the unification match at Mania won't mean anything because they revert back to having 2 champions? That's probably what will happen. If you can't do this stuff I mean, you can, I guess, but it's very bad storytelling to do stuff and then never fulfill it.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on Eric Bischoff saying he thinks AEW needs a larger than life star to grow their audience? I mean, you always need stars, but I mean, honestly, you can't really get a bigger guy than Punk and Danielson.
Yeah. Not right now, anyways.
No, I mean, I don't really think you could get anyone, it's like an active guy that's going to be bigger than them. You just keep building your own guys up, MJF could, be big time. There's a lot of guys in. What was more successful, TNA when Bischoff Hogan took over or current AEW? Oh, I think the AEW.
Nikhil, can you not answer these for yourself?
I mean, kind of like looking back, wasn't that the death of the TNA?
Yeah.
He's really pondering this. Like, he really has to think about this. Okay, maybe he's just coming up with content for the show. Okay, but I mean, yeah, the current AEW is better than when Hogan and Bischoff took over TNA. I mean, hindsight's 2020.
Right.
And there it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I expected it to be bigger than
I thought it would have been bigger. I mean, It sounds great.
It's really weird. Anything TNA ever did, it never took off as stream.
I know. It's weird. You would have thought it would have been huge, but no.
Favorite memories of Cesaro in WWE? A few things stand. The big swing.
Yeah, the big swing was always good.
We the People.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even think that would get over, but it really did. And when he slammed Big Show at the Andre the Giant Battle Royal over the rope, that was a really cool moment that I thought was gonna, move him into the main event spot, but never did.
Lame.
There were many times he got really over with never like a push, really, like an actual push.
I thought he signed a new contract recently, and
I thought he did too, because we thought it was because I think it was just last year. I mean, he must have just signed 1 year because it was leading into that WrestleMania. Remember, and he re-signed, and then he's had that feud with Seth Rollins, and it went just like everyone thought. Like he was pushed for like 2 weeks, and then he lost to Rollins, and then he was just back to just being a guy.
Yeah, basically. So maybe he listened to us. Maybe he was like,
they say he wanted to stay, but they offered him less money. That's why he left.
Oh, I see. How much less?
I don't know.
Good bit less.
Probably. Even less at all. Probably like, man, I don't want to stay. Thoughts on Tony Khan extending Brian Cage's contract? I mentioned this earlier. I don't personally think
I'm surprised. I didn't know about this until we started the show. That's a shocker to me. I didn't know they extended it.
CBS Sports. Thoughts on former WWE superstar Isaiah Swerve Scott reportedly headed to AEW? I don't know who this guy is. I saw that he signed with him. I don't know who he is.
Wasn't he in
Hit Row?
Hit Row, yeah.
I only know of them by name, like when they fired him, but I've never seen him. Is he any good? I really don't know.
Yeah, from what I remember, he was all right. Yeah.
Again, though, like, is he a guy that you really need?
Maybe he's the big announcement. Maybe Tony Khan's like, I got Isaiah Swerve Scott. Everybody said I was buying Ring of Honor. No, we got something better. Isaiah Swerve Scott. And EC3. Everybody wants him, right? EC3.
He said that they're going to get TV for his new show.
EC3.
Yeah.
TV
it's
show.
him, and they just added who's the guy with the banana in his pocket? What's his name? He was on 205 Live.
Iris?
No, small
Banana
guy. I always liked them. The guy rubbed his face in Christy Hemi's, rubbed his crotch in Christy Hemi's face.
Oh, Austin Aries?
Yeah.
I thought he was like mentally deranged now.
I think they're kind of getting a lot of guys that have some views that aren't necessarily mainstream.
Uh-huh.
So
what exactly is up with him? Is he like I thought he was like
a lot of conspiracies, and he's anti-vax, anti-mask, and all stuff. But Sam and Killer Cross and Braun Strowman, EC3, and maybe somebody else I'm missing. I don't know.
Sounds like a humdinger.
Yeah, I don't know. It can't just be. They have to do more than just keep saying control your narrative. Like, it sounds neat, but I remember him on that Ring of Honor show, and he just kind of like rambled forever. It never. I don't know. Wish him well. Who knows? If there's more promotions that are doing well, it's good. But
you going to be watching the new Corey Graves and Carmella show there, Jack?
Nope.
That gets you going. It's on YouTube's.
Nope.
You going to be watching it, Song Man?
I don't know.
Corey Graves and Carmella. Corey Graves looks awful douchey in the ads for it. He's like on the ground, and he's like thrusting his pelvis in the air. He's like, I'm like, what the hell? What are you doing, Corey Graves? Why are you being so fucking annoying on my TV? I'm not watching this. I'm not watching it, Jack. If he's going to be this annoying,
I'm not watching that shit either. You're not yelling.
I'm not watching it.
Lexar's gotta be pumped up for this one.
I'm sure Lexar's going to be watching
Lexar?
He'll review it for us every week.
You tuning into the Corey Graves and Carmella
I watched
show?
all 3 episodes.
You've watched all 3 episodes?
Yeah.
Already? I didn't even know they had 3 episodes. And you're watching every one.
Yeah, it's not that long either. Like, it just only lasts like around 12 minutes. That's it.
The hell, minutes?
Yeah,
all
12
3
minutes.
episodes combined?
Well,
are they 4-minute episodes?
Each episode is 12 minutes.
Oh.
Like, one is 9 minutes tops.
Did you jack off to it?
No, good. It almost seemed like both of them are kind of douchey. So, but
I'm
Corey
totally
got
repulsed by the ads of it on
got
Raw.
Carmella to move from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, over to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So
Swerve was kill
Fort
shot.
Lauderdale, Florida to Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why would you want to do that? You're in Florida. He should move his ass down to Florida.
No,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. At first, they were living in an apartment, but now because of his Corey's friend, who's a real estater, they found a place in Pittsburgh, so that now they own a home in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Jeez. I thought they renamed it to Britsburg. It's not Britsburg anymore. No.
Carmella blamed Corey for damaging one of his replica championship belts that she had framed.
Oh shit! I gotta watch this show.
The glass broke.
Let me get it on the TV. I gotta watch it now.
We gotta end the show so Winter could watch it. All 3 episodes. Didn't last long either. Like 10 minutes, 12 minutes tops.
Is it better or worse than The View?
I think it's better than Total Divas.
Wow, better than Incher and what was the other guy you used to hang out?
Total Diva.
Who was your Total Divas partner?
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
What the hell happened to Dwayne?
I don't know.
Did he walk off the edge of the earth or something? Why is he ghosting us?
I think he's still on Twitter.
So we got to get on Twitter if we want Dwayne.
I don't
think you like being mixed into the whole fan fiction stuff because that's when
you bring that up, but no one backs us up.
Oh, it's my theories. Nobody backs up my theories. So, but I continue to have them. So, anyways, Dwayne was on the show. He did not like it. I'm telling you. If we could get him back on the show,
I think
has he showed up since? He's gone. He's ghosted us. He has nothing to do with the Eddieverse. The fan fiction
you know what I say?
Dwayne.
I say fuck that jabroni.
You see, it's much more damage than it was worth.
I say we had a new Heady award. Fuck that guy, and we give it out to people who abandoned the Headyverse.
Poor Dwayne. He was my Total Divas partner. We talked Total Divas together.
Yeah, that's what that's code for, Lexara.
Oh, I see now.
If you weren't looking in the bathroom, you wouldn't know anything about that.
Man, we're wide open in middle school.
We didn't go to the same middle school. But
Josh, and he's a good man.
I know, but
Fuck
so
him.
anyways, Corey Graves, Carmella, they got their YouTube channel shows.
Fuck this shit. I
it
really
looks bad.
Shit.
I mean, I know you're like the biggest Corey Graves mark ever, Jack, but he really looks good.
I used to be like him, but he's kind of grown the other way on me.
I think he just liked him because I disliked him.
No, I used to think he was pretty good, but a lot of commentators, even if they are good, like they get worn down in WWE and they just kind of become like everyone else, saying all the buzzwords and stuff. Plus, he's on. I don't know. I don't think that the commentary is hard to listen to in WWE. Thoughts on? I mean, we're obviously aren't pro Russia invading Ukraine.
Once again, can you not answer this question?
We're not. Kane is. We're
Kane?
not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw something about him getting canceled, but so that's the reason why.
Yeah, it was a weird tweet.
Oh,
Some people say he meant in a different way, but either way, it wasn't particularly good. John Moxley defeated Jericho to win the AEW World Championship on AEW Revolution, February 29th, 2020. Memories of this match. I was there in the front row. Right there when he powerbombed Jericho through the table. Boom, right in front of me. Or was it Moxley? One of the guys. They went through the table. Boom, right there, front row. It was one of the coolest shows I've been to. That was just like weeks, or maybe about a month before everything shut down. One of the last times I was anywhere. Now I'm just a hermit.
Hermit Man Jones. He doesn't go anywhere, but he's going back to convention soon.
I was there live. It's a good time, bitch. I posted a picture just today on the Facebook. 2 of them. I was in the front row. You could see me on the pay-per-view. I'm dressed like Orange Cassidy and giving the thumbs up. They used my likeness to promote the pay-per-view. They're like, just look at this guy. He's going to get everyone to buy the show.
Got them all the buys.
And then it's Set Records. Set Records. All because of this man right here, Incher. 2 years ago today. Boom. Buy now on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. What's the time hop?
That is one manly man.
That's the 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
That's time hop.
Look how manly that guy is.
The guy looks pretty lovingly at you. Look how lovingly that man looks at you.
This guy here?
Yeah, look at him. He's like, look at that.
He was our waiter at when we went and got lobster. Chi-Town Matt and me. And Matt thought he looked like Leonardo DiCaprio. And he's like, if you can guess who I think you look like, I'll give you $100. And he guessed Leonardo DiCaprio. So Matt gave him $100 and invited him to the show with us.
He looks like he's in love with you. That's all I got to say.
Who can blame the man? And then bam, I was there. Jericho Moxley. I should have wore that shirt tonight. I still had the curly locks and see him sticking out there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Boom. 1 year ago today.
1 year ago.
Boom! Is CM Punk MJF one of the best AEW feuds? Yeah, I'm into it. Thoughts on the below. If the Young Bucks don't qualify for Revolution this week, this means none of the Elite are working the big pay-per-view 2 years later. Well, that's not Adam Cole's in the main event. All apart from Quiet Fifth Man Hangman Page. But Red Dragon's in it and Adam Cole, so that's not true.
Are they considered the Elite yet?
I mean, I think they were before AEW even started, weren't they? I don't know either. It was Brock Anderson's birthday. Favorite memories of Brock Anderson.
I like when Jack showed his shirt and said, "Who the hell would buy this shirt?"
I wish the man
you got to be a complete moron to buy this shirt.
And I was like, I think Intro would buy that.
I think Intro would buy
No, I even didn't even say that you would buy that shirt, Intro. I said even Intro would buy
Bad mouthing him on his birthday. Here he is.
Well, happy birthday, but you've done nothing to entertain me.
Is he just Gonzville if Cody does move?
I would think so. Well, I don't know because he's Arn's son.
He's Arn's
Maybe he
son.
might turn into something. I don't know. I'm not going to do little the man. He's only had a couple
going to be going out with him now. Like he's going to be like his manager. I mean, what happens to Arn now?
Yeah, man. Cody didn't think anybody else. He's like fuck everybody else.
Everybody else. It's all about
even his wife because now his wife's out of a job. I don't think they're hiring her.
I think I don't know. I'm going to have to see him on WWE before I admit it. I know the Meltzer's saying it. I know everybody in the business is saying it. But I'm holding out, damn it. I'm going down on this ship.
We need a hero.
And I'm going to say Cody Rhodes is staying in AEW. Mark my words.
Don't break the Lexar's heart.
Not going to be breaking the Lexar's heart.
Cody will be breaking Lexar's heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't
That
really
was-
care, to be honest.
Lexar's role model.
Did you hear what he just said? He said he doesn't care. He's watching the Corey Graves.
He's just trying to act tough. Because he doesn't want us to see him cry.
Songman's all about it.
Yeah. I'm more for the AEW with Incha.
There you go.
Mark my word.
Mark Songman's word. He is down with the AEW, and he thinks Cody should stay there too.
Do it up.
He said, "Screw it if they're offering you more money. Stick with Tony Khan."
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be more money in the long run, to be honest. More money like for a year, but
for a year, and then he gets buried.
But he left.
Fans are going to hate you even more. Do you think they hate you now? Wait till you go out there to WWE.
I think it won't even be hate. I think it'll just be kind of apathy.
They will hate you. 100%.
It was Lance Archer's birthday.
You don't want to turn heel? You won't have a choice in WWE. Like, you're heel now, pal. I own you, bitch. I own your name, bitch.
Now he well owns.
I own the Rhodes name.
He well owns Rhodes now. Then he'll probably buy all the other rights off all the other pay-per-view names from him.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Don't you be thinking any more names."
Because I think Cody didn't buy. I don't think AEW bought him. I think Cody himself bought him.
Mm-hmm. Like, I own you and I own the names, you little bitch. You're my little bitch now.
Maybe that's who he'll write instead of Pat McAfee. It'll be Cody versus Vince.
Vince is like, "Let me hold you down and give you a new tattoo on your neck. My little bitch." Vince McMahon.
Someone said, and I was thinking, they might be right. It was all downhill after he got the tattoo.
Oh, yeah. It was kind of downhill after that point. What a dumb decision.
I think
it's really going to be bad after he gets the "My Little Bitch" tattoo on his neck from Vince McMahon.
Don't you think, guys, Inter should get a in your head neck tattoo? This logo right here on his neck. That'd be pretty sweet.
No, I can't. I cannot endorse any neck tattoos. I will not. I refuse. I mean, I know Corey Graves is rocking them. But
yeah, but he has them all over his whole body. I do think that's a lot different. You can't just have one. Like we have one little one here, and just one big giant tattoo here. If you have them all over, like it blends in.
I wonder where Corey Graves' "My Little Bitch" tattoo is, because he's definitely Vince's little bitch.
Maybe his butthole. I don't know. I don't know. I think Vince might like.
No, it'd be "My Little Butthole" then, unless it's like Knobs, then he put "My Big Butthole."
It was Lance Archer's birthday. Favorite memories and matches of Lance Archer.
The one he had just a couple of weeks ago.
I honestly think that was his best match. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
It's too bad the build wasn't better because the match I thought was great.
Yeah, him and Adam Page. That was a good one. That was his best match ever. Ever. And he had a "My Little Bitch" tattoo on his back, but he had it covered up.
Yeah, we even brought it up.
I know. We asked him about it. Like,
see that I always, he was on the show. And I put the man over on like Interest trying to belittle him, calling him a bitch. He did the show and Interest calling him a bitch.
And it's his birthday. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lance Archer. I apologize.
Thoughts on Heath Slater challenging Moose for the Impact title?
But he was Lance Hoyt, man. He was Lance Hoyt. He's
Hoyt.
Lance Archer.
Hoyt.
He's Lance Archer now.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't. No.
You're being a bitch for the details.
What was the question?
Thoughts on the pride of the West Virginia Heath Slater challenging Moose for the Impact title?
That's the thing. Okay, cool. I'm down with it. Win the Impact title.
Do it up. Song sung blue. I just lost my place.
Find your place, bitch.
I'll fuck you up the.
Oh, now the true feelings come out. Listen to him. All that pent up sexual. He's releasing it.
I didn't drink coffee during this show because I didn't want to. Because I got the show. I gotta go to sleep. I actually drank this. This is dark grains. It's like a combination of some kind of beans and cinnamon and grains. So that doesn't have caffeine, but you make it like coffee, grind it up, pour the hot water over it. It's good.
Steven Simmons here, the WVU bitch. He says, although I didn't participate much, the message board was great. You remember the message
He's
board?
old school.
Mm-hmm.
Old school. Internet is unstable because Intra is a bitch, it says.
It says all that.
No,
Wrong.
what?
It's unstable, and it's definitely wrong. Golgo 13, Miss Danovich, Bryan Danovich too. He was the Fever too.
All right, here we go. We were still on Nikhil questions.
Oh God.
I
Nikhil
think
and his
Eddie
questions. Nikhil, you had a lot of questions.
Don't you have to get up at 6 a.m.?
Yeah, I do. 5 hours. Thoughts on it, but I'm a fucking man. I'm not one of these bitches who won't walk on the train tracks. I'll fucking get 4 hours of sleep, walk the track, stay up all day.
You just like breaking the law. Breaking the law. The law is there for a reason.
There's man's law and there's God's law.
I'm going to send Judge Dredd after you, even though he's a fictional character.
You fucking bitch. I think Eddie Kingston is over with the fans. Yeah, I agree. I think everyone knows that.
Thank you, Nikhil.
2 years ago today, Colt Cabana joined AEW. Have you enjoyed his run? Fuck no. I think it's been a bust.
Well, what exactly is there to enjoy? I don't know.
He just stands there. Wow, he really stands
Comes out
there
with the Dark Order. I
he's
mean,
had like 2 matches.
He's just collecting that con money. He's like, yeah, thank you, Tony. I could use it.
This is a good one though. AEW Revolution predictions. This is a loaded card. I'm really looking forward to this. So here we go. Then I start with this one, but Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti.
Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. I'd say Jade Cargill.
Yeah, Jade wins that. Oh God, the fucking AHFO, Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. But they're wrestling Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Sting.
Oh, I think Darby Allin and Sting and all.
I think that's a fun
Sammy
match
Guevara.
just to get, them on the show and have them get a nice win.
Yeah.
Jurassic Express defend the titles versus Red Dragon and a tag team to be announced. I think Red Dragon might win the titles.
Possible. It's very possible.
Bryan Danielson versus Moxley. This is going to be really good.
Yeah.
I say Danielson wins.
I thought they were trying to team together.
Well, Moxley told him I'll only team with someone who I've bled with. So they're going to fight first. And then this
that Moxley and bleeding and everything. He's like,
fucking bleed. That's how him and Renee, get married. He just fucking busted her open. Fucking bitch. And then they fell in love and they had a baby.
What?
Allegedly.
What are you even saying? I don't think I'd ever say this, but get back to the Nikhil questions.
Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. I want Eddie to win, but this will be good. I think Eddie's going to get more over, win or lose. He can lose this match and still get over, though, I think.
Yeah. Go out there and lose like a big old bitch.
Well, he could lose. I hope that they don't just do one match, because I really think the Eddie Kingston Punk should have been at least 3 matches. So I think the same thing with this.
I could see. I think Jericho would win the first one.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Eddie could use it more than Jericho.
But if Eddie really is competitive and loses, I don't think it does him harm.
He's always losing now. Everything he loses.
Yeah, but that's his story. And then he's
Big
got to fight
loser.
harder, and then he wins the whole feud. I think would work.
But he never fights harder. He just comes out and loses again. It's like, watch me talk a lot of shit and I lose. I'm a bitch.
I think he'd beat your ass, bitch.
He's gonna beat my ass.
Keith Lee versus Wardlow versus Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky
We
Starks
kicked
versus
him off the
Orange.
fucking show. We're like, who the fuck are you?
That's what lit a fire under him. That's what made him now. He's fucking.
I can't believe we
awesome.
did that, but they didn't tell us who was calling.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I was just some goof.
Like, get the fuck off our go on here.
So we had the ladder match for the face of the Revolution: Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Orange Cassidy, Wardlow, Keith Lee, and two more competitors to be announced. I think Keith Lee wins this.
Keith Lee, yeah. He can't come out with a lose if they're booking
Well,
him
it's a
into
ladder
big
match,
thing.
so you wouldn't get pinned, you know.
Wasn't Adam Cole the guy that he like shoulder blocked into the audience on NXT? They should do
I don't
that
know.
again. I think it was Adam Cole, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Songman knows. He knows everything.
Who was it?
Was it Keith Lee that he hit Adam Cole and he like went into the audience? That was Adam Cole.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, that's what it was.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, you could do that eventually if Adam Cole wins the belt. Dr. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa.
I think they're going to stick with Britt Baker. I don't think they're planning on taking the title off of her anytime soon.
I think they
Even
should.
though I like Thunder Rosa. What were
I
you
like
saying?
her too, but I think Britt's really the best all-around woman. You know, charisma and everything. Not necessarily the best wrestler, but Punk versus MJF dog collar match. This is the one I'm really looking for this whole show, but that's going to be. I think that'll be great. I think you got to go with Punk because you can't have MJF win 2 in a row. We could, I guess. I don't know. But.
You know, if like one of the girls go in and they need like dental work, shouldn't they have like I fix your teeth kind of match where like Britt Baker like starts drilling on them?
How about the pull your? Is it safe? Marathon.
Yeah, yeah, like you know, like she could probably like you know just drill a little bit and act like she's like hurting them. You know,
Yeah,
but
then,
like,
would that hurt her dental business, her actual dentist business? Like, who the fuck
who cares at this point?
Bard or
She's a fucking
something?
wrestler. She could drill on them a little bit, you know. I mean, that would be good for a character. Like numb them before they go to the ring. You know?
Well, not numb them.
Well, you know, you
Want to hurt
don't
them?
have to tell people that they're numb, but you could like start drilling
Well,
them and teeth be flying
that's
everywhere.
crazy. Now you're talking nuts.
That would be great if she started drilling on a girl while she was in the ring. I mean,
Well,
what
if
the
they
hell?
hired somebody who really has fake teeth, then she could knock them out, maybe.
Or like pull them out.
Yeah, but don't tell everyone. You know, just pull them out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hangman Page versus Adam Cole for the title. I actually would like Adam Cole to win.
Yeah.
I
You
like
want Adam
Page, but
Cole
I
to
don't
get
think
the
he's
belt?
straight up. Yeah, I would like Cole to win the title. I like
I
Adam
think they
Page.
got to make a star with Hangman Page. I think they got.
I don't think he's worthy of being. I don't
I
think
think
it's
you're
worth it.
wrong, bitch.
I think you should bow down and kiss my feet.
I think you are 100% wrong.
I think I'm right. And I'm
Adam-
definitely right that you're a foot kisser.
You got the wrong Adam, bitch.
Into the foot kisser. Boom. You know those
What?
videos that people post? They're
Oh.
the white people with the white guilt, they're kissing the feet. Intra's gonna start dropping to his knees.
Oh, was that what Dobbs saying was
Putting
about?
those lips right on my feet.
Was that what Dobbs saying was whenever he posted that?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that's what I didn't really even watch the video. I didn't even have the sound on whenever but I didn't know all about that.
Fuck her up and kiss my feet. Boom. Lick between the toes, Intra.
Oh,
Kyle O'Reilly's birthday today. What is it? Everyone's birthday?
Jiminy Christmas. This is everybody's birthday. So when they sing that song, it's my birthday too. Yeah, like they could sing that and it'd be true.
You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too. Yeah. Favorite memories of Kyle O'Reilly? I don't really have many. I didn't really watch his stuff in NXT.
See, I could go up to Bryce Remsburg and I could say it's your birthday, it's my birthday to you, and he wouldn't acknowledge me at all. He just
How do you know? Maybe like, hell yeah, buddy, and he give you.
Oh, they said happy birthday to him. It's my birthday too on probably MySpace many years ago, and the bitch no sold it.
And you still hold this grudge to this day.
No sold it.
I remember.
No sold it, Jack.
I remember he actually sent me a birthday card.
Bryce Remsburg?
Yeah, I got it in the mail.
Fuck.
Like happy birthday to my favorite. I was like, thanks, man.
I mean, if you share a birthday with somebody, they should acknowledge that. They
You
don't
gotta
acknowledge me.
Man, you're like the head of the birthday table.
Need to acknowledge me. New Japan, they need to.
You should have offered to blow out his candles.
Day. They should say 1-inch biceps day, his birthday. This show's presented
1-inch birthday, the OI birthday.
From because it's on my birthday. Their big Tokyo Dome show. It's always on my birthday.
Lexar, whose birthday do you celebrate? Incher or Bryce Remsburg?
Inchers. Because I don't know who Bryce Remsburg is.
Hey, take that, Bryce. Take Bryce.
2 more questions from Nikhil.
Lexar acknowledges my birthday.
Here's another big question from Nikhil. It's Mark Sterling's birthday.
It's Mark Sterling's birthday.
Yes.
What is your favorite memory of Mark Sterling?
Ooh.
Absolutely none. Fuck Mark Sterling. He sucks.
That's the guy who's with Jade Cargill.
Yeah,
right?
he is the drizzling shits. He has no value whatsoever.
What the hell? Does Tony Khan only hire people if they're born on March 1st?
It's a very important day.
It's like everybody's fucking birthday in that promotion, except Bryce Remsburg. Although it's my birthday, not his.
Say it's a birthday. Fuck that guy. Last question. Incher, will you buy Far Cry 6?
I've never played Far Cry much. I kind of played the first one a little bit, but I've never really got into them much.
Is that like Parcheesi?
No, it's a first-person shooter game.
They always want to kill everybody.
I'm playing that
murder.
That samurai game, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm playing that right now. So.
Right now, while we're talking?
Not right now. No, I'm bitching about Bryce Remsburg and his birthday.
That you don't even have parents. You when you turn the camera off, you just wouldn't start playing the Ghost of Sheba.
Toshiba.
What?
Toshiba. I think that's how you say.
Does Incher really want it? This is from Dobbs.
Does Incher really want it? What?
It's a picture. He's gonna take an Uber from London to West Virginia. It costs $12,992.92.
You can't get an Uber from there to West Virginia. From London to West Virginia. It'd be cheaper to get
a flight. What do you get on the car and then the car gets like on a boat and you just sit there with the dude in the back of this truck?
So if I got a car with like the guys on the wrong fucking side of the driver's seat, and I'm like, oh, I know what the fuck this is about. I'm about to strap, and I throw my shirt off. I'm like, come on, motherfucker, let's go. I see the goofy car. I know what's going on here.
John Campbell, could you start covering IWE Imperial Wrestling Entertainment? They don't get a lot of love, even though they have TV in 15 states. Can we see it? If we could see it and someone sends us a link, maybe we'll watch it.
I always liked the Imperial name, and I always thought like it'd be
makes you think of Dobbs.
But like there's actually a bowling alley down the street from me that's torn down, and it was called Imperial Lanes. I was like, that's a good name that nobody uses. So I'll put them over for their name choice. I like their name choice. Good job.
If you could, this is from the song, man. If you could travel back at pro wrestling time to a big event in old school wrestling, what event you wish you were at live? WrestleMania 3.
I would like to have been there when Bruno lost the title because he said everybody went real quiet. They're all so quiet.
And you would have yelled, fuck you.
I would have done yelling, bullshit.
Boring. That or Barely Legal would have been fun to be at.
So Bruno would do interviews and he'd be like, it was such a great time. I lost the title and the crowd, they went so quiet. Except for this one asshole who said, bullshit.
So I found him and had the mafia break his leg.
so I hired some goons to come and get him, break his legs. It was a good time watching the, he had his legs broken right in front of me. Cried like a bitch.
That would be a good moment for the show. Like, so how was the show entered? You're just laying there.
Oh, my leg. Because I said bullshit in the middle. Probably the crowd would just kill me if that would happen, wouldn't they? If they were that into it, and I just was like, bullshit.
Tyler Stevens, if you were walking down the tracks and saw Perry Saturn walking towards you, what would you do? I'd be like, hey, man, what's up?
Gotta get the fuck off.
I'd be like, man,
Perry Saturn.
At first, when I started reading that, I saw Perry and I thought he was going to ask if I saw Perry Mason.
Why Perry Saturn, though? Why is Perry Saturn walking down the track?
I like Perry Saturn.
I think A-Train would make more sense, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I was a big fan of The Godfather. He's got the whole train actually on the tracks.
Oh, that would be something.
Yeah.
What would you do if you're on the tracks and you're like, what?
I just start doing it with them and we can start dancing.
Train.
Tyler Stevens, have you ever been Lexard?
No, don't want that either.
I don't think so. Lexard, have you ever been Lexard? Have you ever had a ding dong rub against your booty?
Oh, but I have like a pair of strippers' breasts just clumped out of my face.
Oh man, what'd you do? Yeah, I bet you went boing.
Exactly.
You ever tell your mom that story?
Can we call her and tell her that story right now?
Right now.
Oh.
What
Does
if
she need me to call and tell her how to use Google Maps?
We should do a series of interviews with the moms of the Headyverse. We could talk to Songman's mom, Lexar's mom, Intra's mom.
No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
I think that'd be cool.
Jack's mom would just come on and start cussing like a sailor. She'd be like, fuck you all. she would give us a run for the money. She doesn't care anything.
In your head feud to see who knows pro wrestling better than mother and son.
There you go. That'd be good. Play clips. Like, hey, here's a clip of your son on our show.
No.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
favorite
this
member
idea
of
will never be brought up to them. No.
Favorite member of the corporate ministry. Big
Are we back to the kill questions?
No, these are Tyler Stevens.
Tyler Stevens, but the corporate ministry wasn't like Undertaker like the head of it or something?
Yeah, we'll just say Undertaker.
Geez. Undertaker, I guess.
Yeah.
Tell us a scary ghost story. That's a bullshit question.
Tell you a scary ghost story?
Yeah. Bullshit.
Skip it.
Skip it. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Get that bullshit out of here. It stinks.
John Barker, would Jack and Intra do good on the Newlywed Game?
Probably. I could get. I I know you like the back of my hand. I could answer anything. How you?
That's because you look at your back of hand a lot of times when you're thinking of me.
What does that even mean, Jack?
You're like wooka wooka wooka.
Wooka wooka. What?
You're jerking off.
How do you even come to that? That's C-O-M-E. Okay,
They'd be like, so where is the oddest place you've made whoopee?
The oddest place that Jack made whoopee.
Yeah, but it'll be together because we're newlyweds.
That was when he met Jai at the Sandwich Taverna.
I haven't seen him in years.
He's probably dead. Who knows?
Probably been booted from everywhere.
You believe I'm banned from everywhere, Jack? No, this isn't a shock. Could you just steal that turnbuckle for me?
I have a turnbuckle he wanted me to buy. He's going to pay me. He never paid me, so I actually never gave it to him, so I still have it. An old WWF one.
Maybe the Lost Treasures people will want it back.
Can Jack deliver a state of in your head address? Maybe in the coming weeks. We don't have a lot of time here. It's a good question. Tell us a time when you had to lay the smack down.
Tell us a time when you had to lay the smack down.
I remember when there was a group, of group of bullies picking on Inch at Fan Fest, and I had to defend the Inch man.
I was like, "Save me, Jack. Help me."
Booting ass. Giving him uranagis.
Yeah.
No bullshit, as in no bear schlong. That's from Tazo. I don't think anybody out there is thinking about having sexual encounters with Tazo. I think you should demand that he wears protection, because I think you could catch a lot of diseases. He looks like a very diseased individual. Robbie Scar.
That's not very nice.
What? I mean, in a good way.
There's no way you can put that in a good way.
TSW T-Port? What does that mean?
Well, he's not even making sense. That's a bullshit question.
Bullshit! Dustin Howell. Will AEW survive without Cody? Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. If he's actually gone.
It's true. Owl, does this make Intra want to sleep with Alberto's girlfriend? So Alberto tweeted out, if my girl ever cheats on me, I'll tie her to a chair and make her watch me have sex with the man she cheated on with me. Why would he tweet that out? Makes it sound like a total lunatic.
Well, I mean, with his history, would you really want to tweet out these like lunatic thoughts that you have? Like, he's like, no, that's not going to stop me. So he just posts it. It's like,
so I'm on a woman. I would rape the man and make and like enslave her and make her. He was going to court and stuff for like slavery and kidnapping. Now he's like, if this woman cheated on me, I'd kidnap her and tie her up and make her watch me rape this guy.
I mean, just get the cops and take him to jail. I mean, really, let's just get it over with. I mean, this is not a man who should be amongst the community. He's obviously deranged and he doesn't understand how to operate in society. So, I mean, why even bother just letting him have a fair trial and all that stuff? Just lock him up. Get it over with.
Tyler wants to know, would you eat sausage and mushroom pizza with Alfredo sauce instead of pizza sauce? I'm good with all different toppings, but in my opinion, you should not mess with the three basics of a pizza. A pizza should have the crust, red tomato sauce, and cheese. And you could do other things, but when you start taking off the red sauce and putting on ranch dressing and Alfredo, no, it's not pizza anymore.
I have never ate Alfredo sauce in my life.
It's good, but I don't want
to get past the look of it. The look of it just turns me off. I think I know what you meant there.
How about a Russian? We don't want to ask this stuff.
Bullshit question.
Anastasia, would you wrestle Kevin Owens if you were Steve Austin? Yeah, I actually think that's his handpicked guy.
Yeah, why not wrestle Kevin Owens?
Dobbs Dean Maya. I'd like to ask a question. When are you guys going over to Ukraine to help your blonde hair, blue-eyed, white, and civilized brethren? Well, Kingside, obviously that's awful what's happening there. We hope everything goes as best as possible. Owl, how does it make Jack feel knowing his ban over his Christian Cage post was upheld when reviewed by Facebook, but Facebook reviewed my Goldberg Lexar Incher bathroom pick and apologized to me and overturned their ban against me?
It is amazing he's still around. I mean,
yeah.
One freaking infraction, and they're like, "You're not really 1-inch biceps," and they banned me. I'm like, "What the hell?" And then you got like these rap stars. He's like, "I'm a little wheezy," and it's like he's not. His real God-given name is not Little Wheezy or whatever. So why is he allowed to use a fake name, but I'm not allowed?
Mama Wheezy said, "That's my little Wheezy there." He's born.
That is not Little Wheezy's God-given name. Why is he allowed to use it? And I'm not. I'm not allowed to use a fake name, even though I'm not trying to pretend to be nobody else. I'm just using my screen name.
I agree. Especially with so much like
bullshit, Facebook.
So much like people going on Facebook, on social media to find people and stalk people. I think you should be able to use a pseudonym.
Exactly. I mean, why not? I mean, I'm not pretending to be anybody else. I'm not pretending to be Songman. I'm not pretending to be Lexar. I'm not pretending to be Jackie Jones. I'm being my screen name that I came up with in 2000.
Hell yeah!
Actually, it's probably 1999. Maybe 98. I think it started on AOL. I came up with that screen name.
I'm gonna look up what the first. Can you look up like the oldest thing that's 1-inch biceps?
Nah, that's probably all gone now.
So,
Well,
I would say it was
like Steven right now because I gotta tap out, guys.
all right, well, we're gonna be wrapping up here.
See you later, Song.
Oldest thing I can find is the BBC aficionado web message.
Whatever. He's making it. Lexar took off too. We lost Lexar. He didn't even say goodbye.
Lexar didn't even say bye. Lexar deserves a bitch. Total friend of the week, Lexar, being a big old bitch.
Is that the Irish goodbye where you just leave?
Tapping out like a total bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there's no results, it says, for 1-inch. Oh, I think I spelled it right.
There's probably like I had AOL first, and then there was like that free one, and I signed up for it. And I actually, whenever I signed up for it, it was like free something, free internet. I think I used 2-inch biceps.
Pinside Community.
Yeah, Pinside is a pinball website. That's not that old.
Barty Oil on Twitter.
Barty Oil on Twitter? What?
That's what it says.
I don't know what that would be about.
The mighty Lexar of IYH Wrestling is tempted by 1-inch biceps and Neely Jones. Hashtag IYH Wrestling. Hashtag penis. Hashtag Clinton IYH. No, Lexar, don't rub your penis on women's backsides. Yes, rub that penis on the unexpected tight bum. Good man.
Who said that?
It was a Barty Oil on Twitter. I didn't know Barty Oil was on Twitter. I thought he was a Facebook guy.
Yeah, so it was probably 1998 when I came up with it.
See.
Oh my goodness. He's there tweeting it out. What year was that? That was probably like,
oh shit, 2015, 7 years ago.
2015.
Oh man, I just see nude pictures of the incher.
Oh wow. Well, what'd you think? Some of my best work.
Pretty hot. Smooth like a baby's bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Not a drop of body hair.
A little wheezy. I don't know if there is a little wheezy, but I mean, why are they allowed to use the fake name and I'm not?
In pictures, there's you playing pinball, and there's some in your head ones, and then there's just a picture of Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bobby Fulton and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
All right.
All right. Fuck this bullshit. All right. That's it for questions.
No more questions.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Steven Simmons says those cartoons were a highlight of my day for a while. They were fun. I know Insure loved them, the bit strips. How doesn't Al Loop still make them? I don't know how he makes them.
I don't know.
I never knew how people like hacked it. I honestly think Barty Oil was the reason why bit strips died, because I think he was hacking the system and putting up like nude ones and making them of like all his friends and stuff. I don't think you could do that.
So he was
maybe
really
I didn't look enough into the bit strip world.
He was really the hacker then, wasn't he?
He could be.
Called me a hacker when he was the hacker.
Vic Schiavone says, I miss Barty Oil. What if Barty Oil, if you're out there, you should zoom in. What if he zoomed in and it was like
the actual guy?
It was just a cartoon. It was like what's the movie when
Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, it was like Roger Rabbit. He was just like a living cartoon.
I'd probably want to get the dip and dip him into it.
But if you're out there, you can wear a mask or something, but that would be fun. Do you think? I don't know. Maybe not for you.
No. Oh, it's real fun for everybody else, but
all right, fair enough. All right, then try to get time. I think you were here about 20 minutes out of this 4 hours.
Sorry. I mean, I did have to do a rather large movement. Then as I got out,
I said no bullshit this week. No bullshit.
And then as I was walking out there,
bullshit.
Hey, well, they got to go to a funeral tomorrow. And
now you're making me feel like shit.
Yeah, you should. I mean, my great aunt passed away.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
And then, but they got to go. They got to have a trip to go see her, to go to the funeral. And I'm sitting there like, my dad doesn't even know how to use a phone. And he's like, how do you do this? So I got to like explain Google Maps and everything. My mom didn't have the app on her phone. I had to download that and all that stuff. So I apologize.
All right. All right. Well, I had a good time. We'll be back next week. Thanks, everybody. Big thanks to Bessler. It was nice words to hear about the show. I'm glad.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that was real nice.
Thanks, everyone, for zooming in. And we'll
be back. What you gotta go to?
What?
What are you doing in the morning?
I'm just going to Boston to go watch movies.
You gotta get up at 6 a.m. for that. Movie theaters ain't open till then.
Well, I go up early and I go get breakfast, and then I walk around, and then I'll go see movies. I'm gonna go see the 50th anniversary of Godfather.
Okay.
And
I say we got to do an all-nighter.
Studio 666, the Foo Fighters horror movie.
Oh, that one?
It looks really terrible, but I want to see it. It's only playing up there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye, folks.
Bye-bye.
You thought that's something important to do.